Hey, everybody, welcome to the AAA meeting, episode number 108, French Hose Mad. And you know who else is mad? Me. I'm fucking mad. I'm pissed. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me just... This is a fucking surly-faced Otter day. There we go. It's definitely one of those fucking days. Sinatra.
Oh.
How's things going for you, man?
Oh, it's another one of those days for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be fun, frivolity, jokes, laughs, and fury. Doesn't make much sense when you combine them, but it does when I'm hosting. It's Drunkle. How are you?
Oh! Yeah, I'm all right.
You mean your day's gone okay?
Yeah.
God damn you.
Does that make you angry?
Yeah, look at my face. I'm just like, what do you mean you had a good day?
I can see you're surly. I see you got a surly otter face. I see that.
Okay.
If you were facing this way, you could see that I'm shivering. But
Oh.
no, I mean, no, I've been all right.
Would you like a
It's
hat?
been busy. I would love a hat.
Okay.
Busy day.
Let's just,
You know, that's all.
There we go.
You know,
I think Marie Antoinette's right for the situation today.
yeah. Being
It's
a
the
French
big-
hose mad. Yeah.
Yeah, well, good call. I didn't even think of that. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you guys are mad. So what I can surmise from the title is both Polly and Sinatra be French hose.
Wait till you see the story. Yeah, French hose mad under some really questionable circumstances, which is what makes it funny. All right.
Yeah.
All right. It's just,
It was all right. Yeah, productive day. Look, a lot happened. I'm wearing a shirt. How does that happen, you know?
You know what I'm wearing?
Oh, can I guess?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Oh, I don't know.
I am wearing the fucking charcoal business suit that I went to a fucking meeting at that was... I actually ended up using a line from Deadwood because I've been watching Deadwood lately, right? And when you're in a room full of fucking...
Was it previously on Deadwood?
No, it wasn't. And it wasn't.
Just assert your dominance. Everyone's just like, whoa, what the fuck? But
Yeah,
everyone's listening.
nor was it a series of F-bomb laced high-flown language. But no, it
Yeah.
was a line that Al Swearingen said to someone else. There were two people talking, multiple people in the room, and when you get a bunch of academics together and they're of a certain personality type, they love to hear themselves talk. And I'm not talking like talk fast and say a lot, whatever the fuck. I mean, they just like it's just empty. You know what I mean? And you got the one person repeating what the other person's saying as if it's new information. Well, I think that these meetings with the itinerary being followed at the beginning is a good thing. And the person says, the itinerary being followed at the beginning is a good thing.
Yeah.
And he just repeats like verbatim almost what the person said. And he said, again, we got to get Johnson and Joanne in on this. Johnson and Joanne.
Oh my God, we need Johnson and Joanne in on this.
And the other person says, Johnson and Joanne. And I said...
They just say the names. They just nod sagely. Johnson and Joanne.
And all jokes aside, because it was the kind of environment where I could get away with it, I did it. I said, if we wanted this many echoes, we could have held this meeting in the mountains.
That's pretty good.
No one laughed, but, you know.
Yeah,
Fuck 'em.
Actually, I didn't even laugh then. I just nodded sagely. That's pretty good. Almost like Sinatra laughed and said, that's pretty good. And I just echoed the same sentiment again.
Where's my pop-ups?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. It was all right.
Lady Monticeros.
I mean, you didn't think of it, did you? You were quoting Deadwood. Did anyone understand that was Deadwood? Did anyone look at you and go, hey, Deadwood?
Oh, yeah, Al Swearingen.
I
know that
have a
line.
propensity of doing that whenever somebody says especially instead of especially.
Ugh.
Oh, really? Mine's irregardless.
I go
That's bad too. Yeah.
like someone will be like, yeah, and especially this, and I just go. It started as a joke for the second channel. Now I actually do it, and it's very.
I mean, I've always Sinatra. You know me quite well. You know how I am.
Why are...
Say it again. You know. I mean, propensity was used here, but you know my. I mean, I'm lacking the word here. How I feel about overuse of the word literally.
Yeah.
I
Sinatra
literally
knows
do.
about that more than anyone. So, like, yeah, well, I mean, but you do literally do.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense, right? But then, like, what I do is when someone uses it in the wrong context, I just repeat what they said until they get that I'm annoyed with them. So there was, in university, there's one girl, she go, oh, drunk, it was so funny. I literally pissed myself. I went, you literally pissed yourself. She went, I literally pissed myself. You literally pissed yourself. I literally pissed myself. You literally pissed yourself. I did. I literally pissed myself. Did you literally piss yourself? Well, no, not literally. Thank you.
What if they actually did do that?
Well, then the game continues forevermore.
What if they're like, yes, let me rub my piss stain on you?
Well, don't rub a piss. Don't literally rub your piss stain on me.
All right, I figured out what was going
literally
on.
do
I was having the same problems that Drunko was having the other day, where the pop-ups were not coming up, the donations were not coming up for me, but apparently they were coming up for everyone else. I figured out the issue. It was in the settings.
Yep.
I don't know.
As did I, as well,
Yeah.
after the stream. So well done, Polly, for getting it done during the stream.
Yeah, Lady Monteceros, thank you for the $5. If Polly was female, he'd be late for his own period. Are you saying I'd be pregnant?
For the time being, you got 3 weeks.
Yeah. You know, that's something I've never gotten about the Maury show. You know, like, you are the father, you aren't the father. And you got women that are like testing 5 guys. Like, it's not a month. It's actually less than that.
I love their burgers.
I mean, there is Maury burgers?
5 guys.
Oh. Yeah, 5 Guys burgers are good. Overpriced, but good. Yeah.
You know what? I don't even like. How much are they where you are?
Well, I mean, there's a currency difference there, but you look at you got a double bacon cheeseburger. Oh, my mistake.
Well, actually, I wanted to hear from myself.
Yeah, I want to hear both.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had them.
That's all the guys we've got over here, though.
Fair. Notice how you're not working there. Anyway.
Polly, how
How
much
much are
are
they?
for you?
Well, I usually get them with the fries, and I get the double because I'm there, so fuck it. I don't know. What is it, like 10,
Yeah.
10 12 bucks in total? Something like that?
Yeah, about $10. That's what I pay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so around about 14 to 16, depending on what you get. Yeah, it seems as though it's the same. That's pounds. So currency difference-wise, yeah, it looks like. And I'm with you, Polly. You're getting the double, aren't you? I'm going double bacon.
Like, if I'm here
right
and
in
I'm
there.
putting the money out, I mean, this is... Don't get the double at fucking Burger King. That's just not a good
No,
idea.
don't go to Burger King. Go to 5 Guys. It's a real meat in your system, you know? And all the toppings, there's like fucking 20 toppings. You have all of them if you want.
Yeah, but I'm not a real
I
heavy
don't know, man.
toppings guy.
It's pretty worth the $10 to me. And
I agree. The quality.
I go low on the toppings. I get bacon, cheese, get a nice helping of whatever yellow cheese they have, cheddar preferably. The cooked or fried jalapenos.
Sorry, yellow cheese. I love it when people say that. You tell him, Steve Dave, thank you for the $1.99. Just because the other's late doesn't mean you can leave the ratio alone, chat. It should be about 70% from the get-go, you lazy, repulsive, imbecilic bastards. Like and share this stream, subscribe and comment. If you're later than Polly is, do it, you fuckers!
Ooh. There's some venom going on there.
Thank you for allowing me an angry live read, Steve Dave. That was cathartic.
I feel as though it would have been angry anyway, even if he was just like, hello everyone, happy Wednesday!
There you go. Chat. I encourage you to send me nice things to say that I will read in an angry, blood-curdling voice. Let's do it.
I want to hear a fairy tale.
And those miserable fucks lives happily ever after. Fuck them. Fuck them.
I like the plot to an episode of Teletubbies. Read that angry. I will super chat that stream, mate.
I got to tell you something, though. Today's show's a little, late. It is late, yes. I should never allow a pause after saying shit like that, should I?
No. I will take advantage of the pause, sir.
A pregnant pause.
And you're an otter. You got 4 of them.
Well done. Well done. Yeah. I would argue that of all the mammals, not including the primates, because fuck them, otters have the most human-like hands. They got cute little hands. They can do things. They can grab things and oh yeah, raccoons too. Yeah, I'll give it to them. They got cute little hands.
Raccoons are awesome and they are cute and they are fluffy, but I would love a pet raccoon, but they are filled with the devil's mischief, sir.
Well, they do walk around dressed like bandits 24/7. I mean,
yeah. think they'd get bored of it, really, wouldn't you?
Yeah, well, just, they're letting it be known. It's like gang colors.
Yeah.
Duck Dog, thank you for the $2.43. The next fucking meth head I come across is going to get fucking glassed. Really, Duck Dog? Oh, I get it.
That was all right.
Yeah.
That was all right.
Until Sinatra said I got it, I didn't realize there was something to get. All right. Now it's a win.
I went to a pumpkin patch the other day with the kids over the weekend.
Did you really?
And they had some stuff.
What was
there called
unbelievable about that, Polly?
Well, no, it's like, okay, you live over in Britland. That's like a...
Yeah, we have patches.
Well, no, but it's a...
Wink.
Freedom.
It's a classic piece of Americana to take kids to the pumpkin patch. It's a thing.
What happens there?
What's that?
They pick out their pumpkins.
Yeah.
You'd walk around, do a corn maze, all that fun stuff.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, cool. Sinatra did that with his kids. That's sweet. Like that sort of thing. I went to a pumpkin patch as a kid. It was, yeah. I mean,
And
it
they
sucked at the
had,
time, but I'm glad I did
Charlie
it later.
Brown, Polly.
They had a jar of these things called kickin' pickles, and they're supposed to be spicy pickles. The
Yeah.
shredded.
Yes.
They're sliced up little
while.
pickles, the one you would
Yeah.
get on a burger. And I got a jar of them, and I got a Chick-fil sandwich, and I took those pickles they had, just chucked them against the
Oh,
wall, let the
smart,
dog eat
yeah.
them.
Personal
Threw 'em on
pickles,
there.
nice.
And holy shit, kickin' pickles are amazing. They're delicious. They do change the sandwich.
Sinatra, I commend you. I appreciate someone who carries around ingredients with them to add them to their own food. Personal pickles, personal cheese. I'm down with it, man.
Well, I mean, I brought the sandwich home, but yeah, I appreciate it.
But then, like, you're a pickle guy now.
I'm a kickin' pickle guy.
You're a kicking pickle guy.
Jesus wept, only Sinatra got it, for fuck's sake.
Oh, the glass of meth head
No,
thing.
no, we got it. It just took us a minute.
Oh,
got it
okay,
first.
on that. Jesus wept is like...
Yeah, when I say you win the getting the joke game. Fantastic.
No, not
work.
that. I just like I was like, wait a minute. You guys were like trading biblical references. Oh, here we go. I love
Oh
this
yeah.
one.
Don't touch me there.
Don't touch me there.
there.
Middle-aged mum.
It's the middle-aged mom in the front and the look on her face when she does the hip sway at the end. That's my favorite part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You kind of get the feeling that she was the one that headed up the whole campaign, and she is sad. It's Chris Palmer for the $20 for the wig fund. Thank you very much, Chris Palmer. Big fan of your work, sir. Always deep pockets from Chris Palmer. You gotta love him.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, definitely. Alamo, thank you for $1.63. Nope. Not the 199. Blame chat. I can't figure out. I can't quite figure out their reasoning. Stop by, hang around, enjoy partially the banter, yet can't be bothered to press that thumbs up button, lazy bastards. Make it happen, fuckers. I agree.
He's making bastards die.
Yeah, and that's available. Looney
I
Lenny.
didn't got one for a while either, Polly, actually.
I know.
Trappist monks.
Why are you guys so defensive of the Trappist monks? Just because they're like harmless and peaceful and pacifist and make great beer and cheese? Is that why?
What do you mean by defensive?
They're protecting them. They don't want the missile to be sent to the Trappist monks.
Monastery and blow it up, as happens in the
Yeah.
donation pop-up.
In the donation, yeah. I mean, the pacifists are always the first to go in times of war, Polly.
It's true. Well,
There's
you know,
fucking reason for that, mate.
yeah, they constantly
fight
move
back.
in on the natural lines of invasion. What the fuck were they thinking?
Right? Fucking with mankind's greatest pastime. Out there and fight.
Hiring prostitutes?
Oh, that is. Do you think prostitution is
liquor?
older than war?
Maybe.
Because it's
As
always-
long as
it's a
there's been something
prostitution.
to trade that has a value, prostitution has existed.
Yeah.
But also, as long as humankind's existed, wars exist. Getting me all
That's the
Matthew
thing.
McConaughey right now.
You, you often hear prostitution. The oldest business. Is it the business of war? I mean, mercenaries are going to be fucking around, aren't they, during times of war?
I would wager prostitution around before the idea of mercy.
Yeah. I mean, prostitutes are just
Because there was a
mercenaries of
cave
sex.
grugette that really wanted that piece of steak. And she's
Yeah.
like, fuck steak. The guy's like, yes, fuck steak.
I heard a guy who left advertising one time, and he said that's bullshit. Prostitution's the second oldest profession. Advertising is the first. Because prostitutes had to learn to show their titties, because if they were all bundled up, nobody would know to want the wares. Therefore, we are the first whores. And that's why he
What
left
do you
advertising.
mean no
Yeah,
one
that's a
would
douchebag.
What's
That's bullshit, mate. I look at. Oh,
that? Boom. Yeah.
grouping's
You gotta
not
work
improved.
on your
bud.
grouping, dude.
Yeah, it's not.
Quit complaining
About
about the
weeks.
grouping. The timing's what counts.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
gonna
you're-
handgun hambone when someone's breaking into your fucking house.
No,
yeah,
you're gonna
steal
do
your, and steal and fuck your steak.
No, you're gonna do it to impress your friends and use blanks.
And then
I've
just
been
kill your
firing
friend.
blanks for far too long.
No, no one got that recently in news. Hold on, please. Looney Lenny, thank you for the $8.
I said
And
kill your friend.
what?
I said you're gonna kill your friend using the blanks.
Hopefully, it's the friend who said that about advertising.
Okay, you
as well.
didn't
Like,
get what I said. That's fine.
like no man has ever looked at a pair of covered tits and fantasized about them. No, they had to get them out. Apparently, that was advertising.
Yeah, but they had to see the tits to know to want the tits.
You don't have to see the tits to know to want the tits. It's
Yeah.
fucking instinct.
Are you?
There was, I mean, there wasn't
people
a time
talk
like the
about
first
people-
people that have sex when, do you mind if I put this in there? And they're like, yeah, let's give it a go, see what happens. It's an instinctual thing.
Since time immemorial, people have made references to this and this hot girl or whatever jump-started my fucking sex drive, jump-started my puberty because I stared down my teacher's shirt and she was a hoe and was wearing lacy bras and a low-cut shirt and whatnot. Everyone did that. The oldest thing, jump-started my puberty. Yeah, the advertising counts.
But no, it's not the that's not advertising, is it? That's just having boobs.
And making them...
They weren't getting the boobs out. We know we like boobs. We don't need to see the boobs in order to know we
Yes,
like
but
boobs.
but when you have push-up bras, you're putting them on display, hence advertising.
And, all right, so you're going back to caveman times. You think they had push-up bras then?
No,
Probably
but the
did,
girls
didn't
with the
they, bitches?
perkier tits that showed them off, as opposed to the ones that have them banging off their fucking thighs when they were walking, did a little bit better because they had the advertising.
That's not advertising.
You know what? I'm just going to read these donations because we're coming up on 10 minutes.
I'm
going to fucking read it, damn it.
Well, do it.
All right. Looney Lenny, thank you for the $8 and the
Dirty
less used cat smack. Five Guys is overrated. I have been to 4 different establishments and the burgers are bland. All I get.
He's been to 20 guys?
I get all the toppings. Still bland.
That's up to you, isn't it?
JK 49 for the $7 and the Handgun Hambone. I have to attend work. Wait, hold on. The fun's coming.
Oh! Yeah!
Well, that one's empty. Here we go. Yeah.
Yeah! I love it. Throw that shit away. I love it.
She has to use 2 fingers on the trigger and she still shoots better than half the people at the range. I love it. Okay. JK49 said, I have to attend a work Zoom call in a few minutes and just wanted to remind you that you were late today. Take the money anyway, though. Well, I appreciate the reminder and I appreciate the donation because I would have not realized that we were, 35 odd minutes late because the fucking...
minutes late.
It was the bureaucratic system that slowed me down. And you never fucking guessed what I was wearing. I'm still wearing the fucking suit that I had on, my charcoal suit with no tie because it's too hot to wear a tie. Fucking...
Yeah, it's the tie that heats you up, isn't it?
Yeah, but you know what? I get away with it. You know why? Because I rock the Bruce Wayne 4-day beard growth plus the matching shirt and pocket square. And, okay, there was silence for that? Okay, well, let me tell you something about men's fashion. Look, you can get away with not wearing the tie as long as you do something else to make up for it. And if the color of your pocket square, if you're wearing a jacket, and the shirt are the same color, that makes up for not wearing the tie and you can get away with it. See, that's a neat hint. You needn't wear the noose. You know where I got that? Do you know where I got that, Sinatra? If you ask where I got The Sopranos. Because Christopher Moltisanti and Tony did it all the time. And I was like, holy shit, that's brilliant. They still look slick as fuck and professional, but they're not wearing a tie. I'm stealing that.
I
All right, break it down again.
Okay.
Well, I mean, he said he's like, you got the 4-day beard growth.
Yeah, the Bruce
And
Wayne
then he
4-day
said
beard
you got a
growth.
matching shirt, which implies that your shirt has grown a beard.
No, I said matching shirt with pocket corner, the pocket square, and the
And now you got a
shirt.
hairy pocket corner as well.
Wait, break that down one more time.
Your
Break that down
hirsute.
one more time.
You want me to hear say it one more time?
Yeah, I want to hear you recite it.
Why?
Who are angry?
Hey yo, invest in stock.
Oh shit!
Alright,
Chris Palmer.
just wait for my fucking time.
Key to the dubs. It's Polydub.
Bitch, let me have it. I'm just savage. Why do you keep screaming, bro?
Maybe it's a habit. No, it's not a habit. It's a crutch, and I've been living on it for years. And whatever. Thank you, Chris Palmer, for the $25 and one of my favorite donations, and Sinatra's as well. That's why he made it. And Chris Palmer simply says night all, and a night to you as well, sir.
Good
Night, Chris.
Palmer.
Marvelous Pit for the 2101. I'm gonna play a game. Whenever Drunken Uncle
Wait,
makes
did
a
I miss one? Okay.
Whenever Drunken Uncle makes a bad pun, I'll take a sip of my Fireball and Coke drink. Make the pun somewhat funny, please.
I know I can't make that promise.
You're making him drink Fireball and Coke.
Yeah, I know, and I don't like Simden, so I understand where you're coming from there, buddy. But like, oh,
Oh, look at that.
yeah.
Christmas Island. Cheer for our peeps on
Chris
Christmas
Palmer,
Island.
Crab Rave. No comment. Thank you very much, Chris. Appreciate that, buddy.
I mean, it's just like looking at tits, mate. The pun is an instinct, you know. It's not like I don't think of these beforehand. It's just a reflex thing. It just happens. Very often, I think of it after I've said it. Gets me in a
Right.
lot of trouble.
Polly.
Yeah.
Good thing. Oh, wait.
Juggernaut,
Chris,
thank you for
I
the
don't
fun.
know.
What?
I got to address this real quick. Chris, I don't know if you're out there still or not, but the image is still the same on the Dream Boss. I don't know why it's doing that. Good.
Okay.
We had an issue with his Streamlabs image coming up.
You
as a
can't
different
say go
YouTuber
ahead
called
and then
Chris
start
Palmer.
talking, man.
I didn't want to say anything,
You just-
but he did just do. He literally did that. Didn't he?
I did, yeah.
Holy fuck, man.
It's kind of it was a big issue on my end that it took like 2 days to rectify because he does his thing, he becomes Stream Boss doing it,
Right.
but his image is of a different YouTuber with the same name. And
Ow.
the guy found my channel. He's like, I don't like this. You need to take it down immediately.
The other guy was complaining
Yeah.
that his face was up on your channel?
Yeah.
Oh, and keep it like that. Fuck him.
Let's all use that prick's face from now on. I want a
Something like
wig made of his
NASCAR
skin.
YouTube.
Scrappy Pirate says, I saw the refried beans meme without the polydub edit, and it felt incomplete. Damn right. I mean, it's just some...
In your head where you're
Yeah.
going,
Yeah, it's
I
just...
can
you know,
understand that, yeah. You'd be waiting for it and it never happens, you know?
Talk about a lack of satisfaction. Juggernaut, thank you for the $5. Wow. That's a good ad salesman because he told you on that BS. Don't need boobs in a bra to know, me want. Evening, gents. Sorry. Also, sorry, Sin. The English. Also, sorry, Sin. I checked that booze warehouse. Nothing really worth sending you, man. I'll save
All
that
right.
till I find the good stuff.
Oh.
Cool. You know what I really need? I need a bottle of Eagle Rare in my life. I've decided that.
I picked one up Friday.
Is that when
Not
you...
all that rare.
Oh, man. It's,
No, it's the first time I've ever seen it, or second time I've ever seen it out in the wild.
and,
It's $30 in the store if they get them.
did you open it and drink it?
Yeah, it's
Is-
already like a quarter of the way down.
Isn't it
Did you
strange
throw up?
how they get this kind of apricot-y thing working in it? Like that other
It's
bourbons don't
very
have?
good.
Yeah. I don't understand how they get that
I don't
dried
know
fruit
what
flavor in
mash-
there. It's great.
There's some mash that Buffalo Trace just they can do crazy shit and it makes it delicious.
Yeah, Buffalo Trace is top notch, no question.
Mhm.
Yeah, even their standard just Buffalo Trace is, you know, God bless them, and it's at 90%. 40% bourbon is not the way God intended it.
90%, it's 90% and it's cheap and it's not that hard to find.
Yeah.
Like, I found a website where you can order it and have it directly to your door. It's like $4 over MSRP. And I think you can order 3 bottles at a time.
So we did the salesman. Who's ready for some news? Let's get on with it.
Yes.
Wait,
Yeah.
I need you to run through that Sopranos gimmick again. I need you to recite it.
Why though? I don't understand. You heard what I said
Because you
twice.
recited it so perfectly. I need you to do it again.
Okay, here's what you need to do. You need to wear a dark suit. It doesn't need to be black. Don't wear black. Wear like dark charcoal. That's what I've got on right now is dark charcoal suit. Okay. Now you need to match the shirt with the pocket corner. Okay, which is just a handkerchief folded in a certain way. You can look it up on YouTube how to fold it so it's just a corner. You understand what I'm saying? It's just sticking up from your pocket a little bit, right? Okay, so you match, like, let's say you're doing an off gray, right? So so the shirt is off gray, match the pocket corner, and you could do the first top button undone. You don't need, like, if you button it all the way up, you look like a moron. And whatever you do, for the love of God, do not wear an Oxford collar. That's the thing that the British preens wear with the little fucking what do you call them? Buttons on the corners of the collar. You don't want to wear those.
You've got the word for buttons?
Yeah, and I don't even know if preen was right. You got me. A preener, someone who preens around.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah,
Yeah?
Dandy.
Okay.
The only-
Andy's pre.
The only acceptable Oxford thing is the comma.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Bonk.
What about the university?
It's gone to hell.
It's out
Yeah.
there. Isn't it?
What they've done is just what they've done to one of the grandest institutions in the entirety of Western history is a fucking disgrace.
See, I've never liked a pocket corner either, pocket square, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just so fucking wanky. It's just like, I've got a handkerchief.
No, it's a dash.
I'm not gonna use it.
It's well, it is an affectation, but I mean, isn't the tie? I mean, what purpose is the tie serving?
I've always wondered that. Yeah. It is just a nice, colourful bit of ribbon that you wear around just to look nice. Isn't it?
And the only
Yeah.
reason that I wear it is the prop value, so you can loosen it and go, listen to me, motherfucker.
Oh, I
You
love
know,
that. Yeah,
yeah.
mate. Oh, yeah. I have never once in my life wore a tie properly. It's always been top button under. Every time, it doesn't matter what time of day, it always looks like I'm coming home from work. Every time. And it's been a hell of a day.
Yeah. Drunken Crow, thank you for the $2 and the seal bong. My father was in the hospital last week. Ooh. Today I got a call from the doctor saying my dad was pronounced dead. I was in shock. I was pronouncing it wrong my whole life. You're a dick.
Oh, you fucker.
That was an emotional roller coaster of a read, not a fun one. What the fuck, man?
That's it. From now on, I'm approaching every donation with an air of stoicism.
Yes. Read it like they're fucking around until you get to the end and you believe reasonably that they're not. Drunken Crow. You can't be trusted anymore. You're going to tell us that some horrible thing has befalled you. We're going to be like, yeah, fucking right.
Yeah. Right? You're the boy who cried dead dad.
Well, he pronounced it wrong, so the boy who cried... how do you say dead wrong? Fuck, I can't even... Dead dad...
Dade.
Dade. Thank you. Dade. Well, Molly Okami found it hilarious. I guess that's a win. There we go. Jesus. All right, snooze. Let me share it with you, gentlemen. No, not that one. That one. We don't want to cause Sinatra any undue anxiety when he sees all the squares on my OBS screen. I almost shared OBS again.
Pocket squares?
Yeah, good.
Yeah. Where do we want to start? I don't even know.
At the beginning.
Yeah, that's a
Yes,
good. That's a fair
wild.
place. It's a fair place to start. Okay, you know what? We're gonna set the tone of this fucking stream properly.
Right.
Okay, the stories are not funny. A lot of them are just weird. Some are just strange, and it
I'm
fits.
down with that.
It fits well because look at the surly Otter and the shitty day
It's
I've
so
had up
surly.
until now. All
Very
the money
surly.
it cost me. I had to go to the fucking motor vehicles fucking department, and apparently they're hiring special needs this month. It was the fucking stupidest shit. Fuck.
Look at my wig.
It does relax me to look at the wig. I'm not gonna lie.
It relaxes me. I can barely hear you. It's,
Yeah.
it's covering my ears. Like,
All right, here we go. Let's fucking do this thing. Display capture.
whoa!
Creepy abandoned zoo has massive great white shark remains floating in dank green tank. That's formaldehyde.
Holy shit!
That thing has been in there for fucking years. They just abandoned the zoo and left the fucking. They didn't want to drain the formaldehyde because it would start rotting, right? So there you go.
I'm intrigued about
was-
the 2 plates on the ground. Like, they've been
It was
posted
dead
like macaroni
beforehand,
and
right?
cheese on
See,
plates to the shark to try and save it.
You see this whole thing? Like, I thought this was a tube that ran up there, and I'm like, are you constantly pumping it full of new formaldehyde? What's happening?
It was dead before. They didn't let the shark die in there, did they?
I would like to think they didn't drop it into formaldehyde because it wouldn't have lasted that long.
Well, there you go. It's underneath the photo. The shark reportedly died on a fishing net in 1998 and was displayed in Wildlife Wonder Park until its closure in 2012.
Yeah, in Victoria, Australia, and it was a urban explorer that broke into the abandoned zoo just to look around and found this fucking thing.
Shit me. That is
Freedom.
It's awesome, and it's also quite.
Yeah, and it's wrinkly the way
Pretty
things
awesome.
get in formaldehyde. Did you ever have to dissect anything in high school? I did.
No, I didn't. Actually.
No, I did. Yeah, we did. We
yeah.
we
did
dissected
a-
frogs, and they come out of the formaldehyde bucket looking weird, yo.
We did a baby pig.
Oh, no shit. That's
In a
hardcore.
bucket. Seriously, where are the plates from? Oh,
Well, I don't know. It looks like
They
people are
trying to
throwing
save
fucking
the
random
shark.
newspapers in there too. It's an old abandoned
well,
zoo.
I mean, look, he's been in there for fucking like 20 odd years now. He needs some reading material. doesn't he?
Like, is this like a regular garage door that you could just push a button and it'll open it up and the flood will happen? Is
It
this
looks it, yeah.
Cult of,
Formaldehyde flood.
Cult of Krill, thank
Yeah.
you for the $5. My girlfriend dresses up as a goblin every Halloween. Every Halloween, she's gobbling D's nuts.
That was pretty. Now, right, can you read it again, but angry? Read it surly.
All right, hold on. Let me move the mic back here.
Yeah,
Okay,
here we go.
all
All right, brilliant. Here we
Cult
go.
Krill,
Right,
thank
you're
you for the
auditioning, really.
$5. My girlfriend dresses up as a goblin every fucking Halloween. Every Halloween, she's gobbling D's fucking nuts.
Yeah, it was all right. I'm
All right.
satisfied.
All right, there we go. Okay. My neighbors are going to be like, Jesus Christ, what's going on over there? He's getting his dick sucked. What's the fucking problem? Scrappy Pirate donated $1. The doctor that pronounced my father dead must have been Australian.
Did. Yeah.
Yeah, did.
I did. Yeah,
Yeah.
did.
I got here yesterday. Yeah.
You I did? No,
yeah,
I'm dead.
Yeah, there we
Oh,
go.
shit.
Okay, so there we go. We're gonna move on.
Sucks.
Yeah.
I'm as dead as a fucking grab white shark floating in formaldehyde.
Yeah, you can dip cigarettes in that shit, smoke, and get really fucked up.
I have heard that.
Yeah, water,
Yeah.
sherm, you name it. That's,
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Probably shouldn't.
No, you probably shouldn't smoke things that preserve animals for, well, fucking years.
But no, I mean, because it'll preserve your lungs. Like that works.
Yeah, it's pretty toxic too. I mean, just not a good idea.
Yeah, but you know.
I don't know. What should we do next? I don't know. I kind of was just.
I don't know. You started
You know
off
what?
strong here, Polly. I'm not
were
going to lie,
talking.
mate.
We were talking about The Sopranos. Okay.
Yeah,
We're talking
yeah.
about Sopranos. Okay. Now, everyone who hasn't seen The Godfather 2, what's wrong with you? Number one. Number two, go see it. The Godfather number 2. Robert De Niro playing a young Vito Corleone.
Go see it.
But
Not in the cinema.
well, it should be.
I'll agree with that. But if you're going to do that, you got to play the whole trilogy, haven't you?
You do, including number 3, and people need to get off that
Yeah.
shit.
They do. It offers closure, Polly. It's the end of a story. It makes the trilogy, doesn't it? We might not like it, but it is there. And
It's an
it has to
extended
be
epilogue,
experienced.
and it's supposed
Yeah.
to be Michael Corleone's punishment. Yeah, we talked. I'm glad we have some form of agreement on this.
No,
It's-
I totally agree with you, mate.
Yeah.
It's part of culture. You can't just experience 2/3 culture.
It's completely fine
you
to
can. It
ignore
makes
the
you tick.
Disney Star Wars films if you want, because those are glorified corporate fanfic. That's different.
I mean, the Star Wars community came together and decided that certain movies weren't canon.
And good for
I
them.
think the
Yeah.
fans have precedent on this. Do you know what I mean?
All right, so in Godfather 2, young Vito Corleone shows you how to dispose of a murder weapon. If you're going to blow someone away, right, you got a murder gun. Right? You don't just tie it to a rock and throw it in the river. You know fucking why? Because this
Break it up into
happens.
little pieces.
Yeah, I saw this, dude.
A guy goes fucking fishing and hooks something. He thinks he's got a fish, and what does he pull up? Some jackass tied a fucking revolver to a rock and tossed it in the fucking river. You break the gun apart like Vito did, and you throw it away in
drop
different places.
Holy shit, is that grip taped over as well?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, man, this guy's not fucking
Cold-blooded
around.
as they come, man.
Well,
You
yeah,
drop
but
it in fucking different shit pipes.
yeah. You drop it in the exhaust pipes and the water pipes, what have you. You do what you need to do. You don't just get some random fucking fisherman's twine or whatever the fuck this shit is.
Right fucking red as well.
Yeah.
Like, look at me.
You don't
I'm
get
done,
you don't get some candy cane fucking twine and
right?
now the problem is it's like
Christmas
okay,
murders.
right. Yeah, Santa got a little fresh one year. Spooky Dookie, thank you for the $1. Now be careful. That line of rock salt is the only thing keeping them out, the man said, welcoming my group into his refuge. Sea salt, I clarified. Sea salt keeps us out.
Oh, keeps us out. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
You gotta, yeah. I liked it. So the other, it is as cold as they come in the sense that it's taped up and it's like, oh, well, they won't show the fingerprints, especially if I throw in some salty water. Yeah, but the barrel rifling, did you bother to run a fucking rat tail file through there to destroy the rifling? I bet you didn't because you're a moron.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, this just blew my mind. Like, where the fuck are you learning your criminal trade from?
Well, this is Tampa Bay Times. This is Florida, right?
Mhm.
Enough said.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Paul Farrell, look at that. Paul Farrell, thank you for the $19. And Patriotism is intensifying. My AR and my little brother's bolt action survived my reloads. Now it's time to clean the rifles and get to reloading some more in preparation for deer season here in Michigan. Oh, fuck, good luck, man. That's awesome.
And Spooky Dookie, one of my favorite donators this month, says, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. I whispered into the mirror, darkened by the lightless room. I knew it was just a legend, but after 10 years of being locked down here alone, desperate to see another face. That one had layers. COVID layers. Thank you, Spooky Dookie, for the $1. 2 weeks to flatten the curve, right, guys?
You know what? We're just going to go left to right instead of me picking stories. So this is going to be like mixed bag par excellence. Here we go.
Okie
French.
Well, you know, Frencho's mad. It's trying to be thematic.
Oh, yeah, no, all right.
Suspect in Santa Fe drive-by shooting has died. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Romero, the person who's died, the lady, was one of 3 people arrested in the shooting, which damaged several apartment buildings and vehicles on Jaguar Drive, or Jaguar, as the British
I
say.
appreciate that.
Yeah. And led to lockdowns on Capitol High, rather, big difference, at Capitol High, the high school, and other nearby schools. She and her sister, Diavon Romero, 23, and 16-year-old Elijah Gallegos were charged with over a dozen felonies.
Bloody hell.
Okay, so these 2 women, and let's just hold on here.
We emphasizing women.
Brianna Romero, 20. What we're gonna do is I want you to see Brianna Romero.
Have a look at Brianna Romero. Okay,
there she is.
Okay.
There she is.
Ah, you picked the worst one.
No, but because I mean, like these other ones are like, you know, this is like that's not her.
Oh, criminals.
No, that is totally not her. Okay, this is Brianna Romero. At 20
Is she
years old.
crying butterflies.
Nah, I think that's a IG filter.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's all tatted up at 20 doing drive-bys in front of high schools with eyelashes so long that she had to build muscles on her eyelids just to be able to flap them fuckers.
Yeah.
yeah.
A fucking bird could perch on those things. Fuck me.
I heard those referred to as cumbrellas once.
Mm.
I thought that was pretty good.
looking good, Brianna. And she's really fond of these Instagram filters that do the
Fatty Mary.
Yeah. So anyway, that's who she is. But she died of a drug overdose in prison. Now, the funny thing is that it was the second time she overdosed, and the second overdose that killed her. Wait, what?
Hilarious, yeah.
Well, no, it's just like, what the fuck are you talking about? Okay, so she comes in on a crystal meth overdose. Overdose.
You just suddenly turned Spanish.
Yeah, on a crystal meth overdose.
Over there, it's actually called meth.
Meth. And after she, no, this is great. Well, you know, as far as these things can be great. She's ODing on crystal meth, all right? And so they send her off to the Presbyterian Hospital, and they clear her as being good. And when she gets to the prison, she has a second overdose because she had fentanyl stored in a body cavity and dies.
So you'd think first overdose would strengthen you against further overdoses.
No, I mean, they're totally different drugs, right?
Lighten your tolerance.
One's like uber opiate, and the other one's fucking, crystal meth. Right?
She kept it in her Otter pockets.
Well, let's not call them that. So this fine young lady, in addition to shooting up high schools with her sister and a 16-year-old Gallegos, decided to shove two different drugs in two different places and OD'd on both of them, the second one of them killing her.
Do we know which drug went where?
No, we don't. And the article is largely about, like, why aren't you doing x-rays of people's pelvic regions and whatnot?
I mean, they do search them, don't they? You get a full body search. The scissor and twist motion.
Yeah.
Maybe it was just really in there.
Bend over and cough and whatnot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just...
I mean, looking at her, like, coughing would be second nature. She looks rough.
Other people have speculated that she actually received the second set of drugs, the fentanyl, while she was in the hospital, that somebody snuck into her that visited her, and that she and then snuck it in her prison purse.
I wouldn't rule that out, to be honest, mate. Prison culture being what it is,
Well, she was in a Presbyterian hospital, and probably a guard at the door, or a secure location inside the Presbyterian. I don't know. I have no idea about the order of events, but this is a great series of bad life choices. I mean, it just we can learn from this.
A beginning, a middle, and an end.
Yeah, like we can make lots of calls about Instagram filters, fake eyelashes, bad eyebrows, bad hair dyes, bad tattoos, bad eating habits, bad conflict resolution skills. Yeah. The list goes on.
Straighten your shoulders, woman. Straighten your spine. God's sake.
Yeah. So there was no need for any of this, lady. What the fuck? And now Gallegos and her sister are both looking at over a dozen fucking felonies for shooting up a fucking high school, and you didn't even fucking hit anybody, you morons. Which is good, but I mean, what the fuck?
Bad decisions beget more bad decisions.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Suspect in shooting.
It sounds a bit harsh, but nothing of value was lost.
Oh, you know what? This isn't really an article that I wanted to read, like in the sense of making a point, anything other than Angela Velasquez, Angela V, Angelia V,
Angie V.
Angie V. Yeah, there we go.
Angelina.
Angelina. It is Angelina, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. And Angie V wrote that.
Angelina.
Yeah. Poses real problems. Ex-Minneapolis cop has murder conviction reversed and sentencing reduced. New precedents draws concern as Derek Chauvin seeks his appeal to his conviction. Now.
Bubbles.
Drunken Crow. Uh-oh.
Oh, damn it.
Thank you for the $2. Let me just...
All my favorite things.
Yeah, okay. I did a DNA test for my pet frog. Turns out he's half Irish, a bit Italian, and a tadpole.
That was all right.
It was. It was.
It was okay, yeah. I'm not angry at you anymore.
That was a good comeback. I like a nice shitty pun.
Oh, you're gonna love me.
Well, it's like, so this entire article, like, really is about this guy right here, Muhammad Noon. And yet they
don't like a Muhammad, does he?
He doesn't?
Oh.
Too bold.
That's the line.
Would his child bride next to him make him more?
Well, maybe if he had a beard.
Yeah, he is rather clean
Thank
shaven.
you, see, now you know what I mean, right?
Hmm.
Just a little too clean shaven for a Muhammad. Yeah.
Because when I saw this article originally, I'm like, was that the... No, that guy's not Asian. Because I thought for a second, oh, that was the Asian cop involved in the George Floyd thing, right? You know what I mean? And and I was like, no, wait a minute, that guy's not Asian at all. Because I just looked like real quick. I'm like, well, what the fuck's going on? Oh, this is about the Muhammad Noon story where this guy is, you know, had his sentence reevaluated and et cetera, after shooting a 911 caller. He was originally...
Oh, well, fucker.
Noor was
Bless you.
originally charged and
Thank
sentenced for third-degree murder and third-degree manslaughter in the fatal shooting of a 911 caller, Justine Ruzzick Diamond. And now get this, an Australian-American citizen who called authorities in 2017 to report what she believed to be a possible rape occurring near her residence. When Noor and his partner, Harity, arrived on the scene, Diamond ran to the patrol car for help and startled Noor, who responded by shooting past his partner and fatally wounding the 40-year-old woman in the
Oh,
abdomen.
no.
When he was sentenced, the
Oh,
presiding
man.
judge said he showed a generalized indifference to human life, shooting past your partner, so you're lucky you didn't hit him and hit her. Good job. Good job.
Because you were startled.
Yeah.
No, he shouldn't have had a gun in the first place.
Well, yeah. So, but in September this year, the Minnesota Supreme Court reversed the manslaughter ruling and removed Noor from society for a minimum of 8 years and a maximum of 12.5. The overturned conviction, because of the amount of time that he's gotten, he's open for what's the word? Parole in what, 2024? In a short while.
Yeah,
In a
but
short while.
he's a cop in jail. Like, he ain't getting a tay-tay.
Well, in any case, the story, like this whole part of it right here, is what the story claims to be about, and then it immediately goes over to the overturned conviction draws questions of what happened to fellow disgraced Minneapolis cop Derek Chauvin, who was convicted in April of the death of George Floyd, a capital B black man. Now, wait a minute, you didn't mention the race of anybody.
B.
You didn't mention the race of anybody in the Noor case up until now.
Like, the sentence actually ends. A black man.
Right. This
Like
right.
That's the fucking
That's it.
hammer
That's the
that
end of it.
nails it in right there.
Yeah, no,
you know what I mean?
but
Like,
it keeps
if you don't understand how serious it was up until this point, reader,
yeah,
he was black.
but it keeps going. Chauvin, a white cop, was found guilty of second-degree unintentional murder. I think, do you see the pattern that drew my eye to this story? It's like you didn't talk about race for a second until it benefited Angie V's point. Louis and Lenny, thank you for the $1. Fuck Noor. Fuck the Twin Cities. Yeah, well, yeah.
Actually, if you look on the left there, this is actually filed under Derek Chauvin when it searching.
It is when it's like where it's like in
Yeah,
this
that's
article,
pretty fucking-
Derek Chauvin. You just wanted to, Angie V just wanted to write about Derek Chauvin and figured out a way to sandwich in this.
She must
story.
have loved it when this cop killed someone then. She was like rubbing her fucking stupid little Vasquez hands together going, oh, this is my chance. This is my way into the big league. I've got this paragraph saved on Microsoft Word about Derek Chauvin. This article's already half written. Come at me, Yahoo News.
And this isn't like Vice or some other online rag, whatever, BuzzFeed. This is the Atlanta Black Star. And it's and so you guys have just delved at the
B black?
Well, yeah, it always has been. Like Black Star, it's like a black newspaper focusing on black issues, but it's been around forever in Atlanta.
Oh.
But delving into this, in the death of George Floyd, a black man, Chauvin, a white cop, and it's like, why are you only talking about race once? Like Matthew Harity, was he white? Well,
Like
what about the woman that was an Australian American citizen? Okay,
Yeah.
what was she? Was she like Asian? Because there's a hell of a lot of Asians from Australia. Like, what was
Was
she?
there not enough of a story here for you, Angelina, that you had to switch over? Like,
This is it of what's supposedly the actual story, and then the rest of it is all about what she really wanted to write about, Chauvin.
You look
And
at
then
it word for word as well. You got like what fucking 3 paragraphs against 4 paragraphs talking about Chauvin.
Yeah.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
and it filed under, as you said, Chauvin. Fuck you, lady.
Angelina.
Yeah. All right, let's see something fun just for a hot second.
Oh yes, I love fun.
Okay, watch this.
For the actual
Okay.
radar site. So, what was that?
Oh, yeah.
That
what was that?
That was cool. Let's see that again in
Oh,
full screen.
perfect timing.
Yeah, they just went to the outside screen and got a fucking meteorite shooting star.
For the actual radar site. So, what was that?
Yeah.
Whoa, did anybody else?
Lady, you should calm down with the spray on tan. Just, or someone should have.
She's shocked.
That's just the blood rush into her face from the
Yeah.
shooting star.
Yeah, she looks like every girl from Essex in the UK. Like,
Really?
that's what they look like. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's bad news.
I
I wanna see it one more time 'cause it's
you're
fun.
making fun of fucking Trump for 4 years for orange skin. Over here, we were just like, we've seen it.
I want to go to Higganum.
Madison sounds like a sorority girl. I want to go there.
Amenia. It's
Madison's the
it's
girl
just-
that does it in the butt with
Yeah.
a guy, then she regrets it the next day.
Oh, look,
Yeah, I want to be
Worcester.
that guy that she regrets.
They dropped the Shire, just Worcester.
I said just Worcester.
Worcester.
Well, I mean, this. Yeah, you can. Yeah, that's fine.
It's not fine. That's what it is.
Yeah, this.
No, it's yours. If that were over here, it'd just be Worcester. But this one's yours. So, all right, Worcester. I'm happy to say it.
No, you didn't even say. You said Worcester. What was that?
What did you say?
Worcester.
Worcester.
Bonk.
You put an H in there that doesn't exist. Like,
Yeah, but I also call it Worcestershire sauce. So what's the point?
well, there's.
Albert,
I
that
mean,
could get
I'm
one of the
down
kids
with that.
yelling.
All right. And you also called it cinnamon earlier, and it's shaminicin or selenimin
Cinnamon.
or selenimin.
Yeah.
Take your pick.
Cinnamon. Not
Uh,
cinnamon.
Uh
Hey, that's where Springfield is. I hear it's a hell of a town.
huh. I see what you did there.
God's up
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
shopping mall town.
Drunken Carl, thank you for the $2. The inventor of the Ferris wheel and the inventor of the merry-go-round never met. I guess they traveled in different circles.
I saw that going.
I did.
I was all right with it.
When I saw the circles, I was like, yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a win.
It's like you know the punchline, but you're like, do it anyway. Go on.
Okay, one more quick time.
For the actual radar site.
Look at that.
Boom. That's wonderful.
It's a fucking biggin. Yeah, that's more lizard people coming down.
Guys, well, you can see it breaking up as well a little bit, can you?
Yeah. I think that flash is the breakup, right? And then you start to
Yeah.
see it go off in
There you
slightly
go, yeah,
different. Yeah, and then you see different parts of it. That's kind of cool.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Not kind of cool. That's very cool.
Yeah. All right.
The timing of it alone is awesome.
Yeah. So moving on, Elon Musk rips Democrats' billionaire tax plan that could slap him with a $10 million annual $10 billion
$10 billion.
yeah, annual bill. So here are the hard points of the story. Elon Musk slammed the new Democratic tax proposal that would target him, and it would. A quote, he says, eventually they will run out of other people's money and then they come after you, he wrote on Twitter. Musk.
Well, everyone else has been paying taxes all this time, Elon. Don't pretend you're the victim here.
Well, no, I would. Well, I took that to mean that, massively inflated taxes. Then they come after you because they're.
How many billions has he got? Because 10 billion is.
Well, actually, it's like he could face up to a 50 billion in taxes for the first 5 years under that plan.
You know, I mean, he's just gonna fucking move his shit to a different country.
You nailed it. That's what they call capital flight. It happened in Maryland. It's the perfect case fucking study. It's like, all the geniuses in the Maryland state legislature decided to tax people over a certain income bracket. Guess what happened? They all fucking left. So what did they have to do? They budgeted on all of that money coming in. So what did they have to do? Tax the people in the lower income bracket. And those are the people that didn't have the money to leave. And of course, it was a wider spread. So people that were promised they were never going to get hit got hit, because people that could totally leave because they had the money to leave got the fuck up and left rather than hand over their money to a bunch of fucking Democrats for a bunch of fucking social programs that aren't going to accomplish jack shit except get them to look like they should be reelected because they're handing out fucking candy to every moron who says, give me free fucking stuff and I'll vote for you.
Well, it is October. It is the time for handing out candy.
Yeah. Well, you're not wrong about that, I guess. No, I don't want to do that story until drunk. Oh, Sinatra gets back.
Okay.
Holy shit, look, it's a shark in a tanker from Aldehyde.
Oh, again? What are the chances there'd be two?
I know. This guy, this urban explorer, gets out, and apparently there's a lot of negligent zoos in Australia. I mean,
yeah.
Fuck.
And I think it's full of fucking, like, formaldehyde-resistant insects.
I want to skip that one. Oh, we'll go with this one.
Freedom.
You tell him, Steve Day, thank you for the $1 about that meteorite landing. Remember, friends and lazy chat bastards, if we hear about some man who leapt tall buildings in a single bound or melt things with his eyes, you heard it first on the AAA. Remember this day, like and share, you fuckers.
Oh, damn.
See, he was referring to Superman there, because Superman came in from Krypton, and he had the powers that Steve Dave just described there.
Leap a building in a single bound.
Yeah. Yeah, Superman originally couldn't fly. He could just do these big jumps.
Yeah, he's just like really fast, and he's like an Olympiad, really, wasn't he?
Well, and bulletproof, you know.
Well, I mean, faster than a speeding bullet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I could run like a motherfucker, too.
There was an issue I saw that, like some guy was posing as Superman? No. No, I think it was like he was getting all these fucking threats and everything. They're going like, right, Superman, unless you tell us who you really are, I'm going to kill this person live on television, right? Right, I actually had this issue. It's from like the fucking 60s, shit like that, because my father used to collect them. I got mine afterwards. And so when this guy was on the talk show, he took off a mask, his own fucking face, right? Mm-hmm. And underneath he was going, I'm Superman. And then, of course, the person fired the bullet, and Superman, who's watching the TV, he's ready to go, fucking listened for the sound of the bullet, fucking tracked it, and caught it before he got it. Before he got shot. Fucking banging.
I'm back.
Oh, you're back now. Nice.
That's all I've got about Superman being faster than a speeding bullet. No, I mean, it was proof. It was proof.
Children are always a blessing.
He said in a totally believable fashion.
Catholic Church.
So I came across this rather attractive girl. I mean, she's attractive.
Smash. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a smash. She's cute. She's got
But there's murder in them eyes, Polly.
Well, you know, it's funny you say that because felony charges were filed in a KFC drive-through rage incident.
Oh, don't get between a girl and a nugs.
I love this intro line so much. A chicken enthusiast is facing felony charges and...
Well, that's vaguely racist.
Yes.
No,
yeah,
she,
your own shit is.
No, she's Hispanic. She's actually Hispanic. It's fine.
I don't care. They're called chicken enthusiasts now.
And child abuse charges after allegedly striking a teenage worker in the neck because she was, quote, unhappy with the service at the KFC drive-thru window. So here's what happened.
Oh,
Alexandria Maldonado. Okay. 23, was arrested Friday afternoon following the confrontation. So she went through the drive-thru. Shit didn't go the way she wanted it. So she got out of her fucking car, walked into the KFC, went and fucking found the 16-year-old, and punched him in the throat.
I mean, at that point, going through the drive-thru was completely... What was the point, you know? You ended up going into the restaurant anyway.
Now get this. Because she entered the establishment, she's got felony burglary charges coming up against her, right?
Wow. They're throwing the book.
Oh, hell yeah. And because it was a 16-year-old she punched, it's a felony child abuse charge.
Well, fuck, you know.
So, yeah. So when you see a girl at the bar and she's got the smoldering dark eyes and she's looking good and stuff, she'll punch your fucking throat, man. Just so you know.
She'll punch your fucking kids in the neck.
Over chicken.
Over chicken?
Yeah, so just, be aware.
I don't know, what was wrong with the chicken? What was so bad that you had to get out of your car, walk into the KFC, And punch a kid in the neck.
Actually, it was the service that was so. I think the chicken might have been fine. It was just the service that the chicken
Well, we
was.
don't know. The chicken is presumably going cold right now as she's held in custody. She never got to eat her fucking 3-piece. That's a sad story.
Yeah, and she just. What kills me is that she just, like, after punching the person in the throat, it's like, okay, I've done what I've got to do, and then walked out, got in her car, and drove away. And then they called the police, and she was pulled over later, and she's like, what?
What?
So she did eat the chicken then? Okay,
Yeah,
I hate it when people waste food.
Yeah,
Right.
she got the chicken. She got the chicken. I'd like to think she ate it while she was driving. You know, that's so. Yeah, I don't know. This story kind of blew me away, and
See that?
this is the way you present it. It's like, oh yeah, that's a smash in the throat.
Yeah. What
It's
a hell of a mugshot. You see that KFC logo on the left?
yes.
Doesn't it look like that's a tiny little body he's got there?
It does. Now that you mention it, the first time I've ever seen it, yes, it does look like a tiny little
He's just
stick
like,
man
yeah,
body.
I'm a colonel.
Yeah, I got a big bobblehead. Yay. Oh my God, it's another fucking shark.
Again? Oh my god, what Wednesday has been? Holy shit.
Okay, moving along. A man spent $57,000 in coronavirus relief aid on a single Pokemon card.
Why are the feds in?
Well, I mean, what card was it?
That's not known. I wanted to know myself. Like, was it like some super duper foil hologram Charmander or whatever? Charmander's the only one I know. So, oh, Pikachu. I know him too. But that's it.
Oh, you don't know?
No, I know the Pikachu. A Georgia man.
You know too.
Has lied in his application for federal coronavirus relief fund, aid money.
Be careful.
Yeah, and then used the majority of the money he obtained to buy a Pokerman card, federal prosecutors say.
Okay.
I mean, it kills me. The following month, the Small Business what is going on today? The Small Business Administration deposited 85 grand in his bank account. Federal prosecutors say that moron used the majority of the money, 57 grand, to buy the Pokerman card. These loans are meant for small businesses impacted by the pandemic and can be used for expenses.
Stop saying Pokemon, please. You're killing me.
I've been, that's not new. I've been saying that for years. Ask Far. I just because they get all heavy duty with it. Far's Zelthor. Oh my God.
She's eating Serena monkeys. She's eating Serena monkeys.
She explode. See, and it fits with the French theme. It's working. It's working. Lion Patriot, thank you very much for the $12. Where were you Sunday night, Polly? We had to listen. English. We had to listen to Weibo's gross ramblings about her female health problems. Please don't leave us again. Is that what actually happened? Okay, I was not available to attend because of microphone difficulties, which I did spend the rest of the evening fixing and was still dealing with when it came to Monday's AAA stream. So that's what happened there, Lion Patriot, but I will not leave you again. And I asked Weibo if she wanted to do one in the middle of the week, and she said she might be down. So, but we will not be talking about her, quote, female health problems that were, quote unquote, gross.
If you do one in the middle of the week, let me know.
Actually, that'd be sweet, man. That'd be a good idea. I've actually had a number of people ask, why haven't you brought Weibo on Noir Bar? And the answer is because she goes to bed like at little old lady time. And why haven't we brought...
talks about gross lady things.
And why haven't we brought it on AAA? Because no one wants to hear about gross lady things.
Right.
I think she's been on the AAA before.
Oh, no, I totally want her on the AAA. It's just...
She was on GPP.
Well, it'd be great to have her on AAA. I'd love to have her on. It was awesome. Except when she's talking about the gross lady things. Okay, I will.
Hey, she's one of the cool females. One of like 3.
Yeah.
She is pretty good. Yeah, she always makes me.
Wait a minute. There's like Far, and then there's Weibo.
We're not including Far.
She is a woman. I'm fairly certain.
She's Australian. Sir.
Well, I can't deny that. That's yeah. Drunken Crow, thank you for the $2. After all the Alec Baldwin stuff, I actually stand behind him. I don't know why you'd want to stand in front of him. Jesus fucking Christ.
All right, well done.
Wow, bro, that was
all right.
There was some extra spice on that one.
That was all right.
This bugs me, and for all the obvious reasons. It's just coronavirus money. Like, we're talking. Okay, let's go over the spending packages for Biden. Normally, I don't like to get heavy political, but I know Sinatra, you do, so let's have some fun. We got one slightly over $1 trillion spending package that Biden signed off on, and his Crip keeper running things out of the fucking house approved, designed with, and then the Senate passed it, went off to the White House, and then somebody held up the houseplant's hand and scrawled Joe Biden across it, and there you go, $1 trillion, slightly over $1 trillion. Then another one that was $1.5 trillion. So that's two spending packages that are up to nearly $3 trillion, and they're all pissed off at Kristen Sinema for not getting on board a $3.5 trillion spending package. Guys, let's just go back to Mr. Musk here. Where is he? There he is. This is what he's talking about. There aren't enough billionaires to pay for the money that they're spending. There isn't enough money in all of American taxation to pay for the money they're spending. So where's the money coming from? One, they're printing it. Okay, and there's your inflation. That's why your bacon, your milk, your eggs, your bread are costing more. There's your fucking inflation right there. Number one. Number two, where else are they getting the money from? International bonds at extremely high interest rates that are being bought up by largely who? China, and some by Russia. Your great-great-grandkids will be paying off the geriatric houseplants candy fest of let's just keep spending. And everyone walking around in a daze still saying, well, this is not Donald Trump.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
more mean tweets.
That's it.
Gas
That's
has
it.
gone up $2 a gallon. No more mean tweets.
Yeah. And the money, what happens with all of this fucking relief money? Well, it goes to Black Lives Matter advocates and whatnot to fucking buy mansions, and it goes to this guy to buy Pokemon cards, and it goes to, you know, associated companies that are created to, like, I'm a psychologist, you know, it's like they're not really, they're a community counselor, and it's like there's lots of people that need counseling in the coronavirus era, so they get like 150 grand to set up a fucking business that they're never actually going to run, to tell people it's okay if you have coronavirus, just focus on your happy place, and like, that's their entire business. And no, I'm not making it up. A number of people have put together coronavirus counseling centers with federal money, meaning your fucking money. All right, let's talk about something funny. Eco-friendly sex, what is it, and how does it impact climate change?
I mean, you have my attention.
Yeah.
In the sense of what in the ever-loving fuck what?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Hemp
good.
condoms.
Okay, so here's the thing. Let's talk about looking good. Dr. Adrinki, Dr. Foreign is a sustainability expert from Nigeria who advocates living a waste-free life. And that includes sex now. So, what waste can be reduced? Well, let's list them off. There were less obvious parts to our sex lives when the changes are made about reduce waste. Purchasing ethically made lingerie and clothing. Avoiding shower sex, using less hot water. Keeping the lights switched off, and opting for reusable washcloths are all ways to reduce our impact on the planet while fucking.
They while fucking?
No, I added that on. Like most things we buy, and here's where the fun starts. Like most things we buy, packaging often leads to waste. Lauren Singer, an entrepreneur and zero waste influencer from New York. Zero waste influencer from New York? Fuck this woman.
Sounds like a fucking waste to me.
Says this is where the most companies can make the difference. So you get paid off. Condoms, right? Condoms, lube, and daily contraceptive pills are all products that can generate packaging that ends up in landfills. IUDs and implants are longer-term contraceptives option, less water, blah, 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 blah. So she advises not throwing out your condoms, your lube packaging, and the condom packaging itself. So the used condom, ladies and gentlemen, as well as the little wrapper that it came in, or like, don't let them end up in a landfill. So she's kept all of hers since 2012 in a fucking mason jar.
Look, I get the lube because it comes in a bottle, you can use it more than once, obvi. But a condom,
Sinatra.
ugh.
Sinatra. We're looking at a picture of a smashable woman that has a mason jar on top of her head that is full of used condoms from as far back as 2012.
Look, I'm surprised it's not a jar of cum.
It is a jar of cum, man. There's just some other stuff in there. And she's smashable. That's what fucking bugs me.
Molly Okami's got the idea: save the planet, go bareback.
Now, hold on.
Bonk.
Bubble. Drunken Grove, thank you for the $2. Do you know what happens when you rearrange the letters mailmen? Nothing really. They just get really mad.
Hey.
Freedom.
What? Why is she holding it on her head?
Just because that's usually where it lands. Zed, thank you for the...
I would smash.
All right.
So would I.
100%.
But
100%.
I mean, this is a woman who lives in, like, you know, in New York, so you live in Upper East Side Manhattan. Got it. And you're pretty, and obviously you've done some modeling, and et cetera, et cetera. And it's like, but I'm like, I want to be an influencer. So, translation, I have no talent other than being pretty. So it's like, well, and I care about the environment. And so this is the best that she could come up with. I'm going to save all of the rappers from all of the guys who've run up in me.
The only reason those aren't ending up in a landfill is because you've kept them in a jar instead. There's no reusability here.
Fuck Sinatra. Fuck Sinatra.
I pay for your food, you brittle-boned fuck.
Travis Gardner, thank you for the $3. So, don't fuck earthly bitches. Got it. Earthy bitches. Don't fuck earthy bitches. Got it.
Got it.
No, I mean, people who take eco-friendliness to this extreme, it's like, you know, you've done all the things you can think of with recycling and everything else, so it's like, what other human endeavors are there? Well, there's sex. How else can we make people feel guilty about their carbon footprint for banging? Like, that's all that's going on here. Thanks, BBC.
That has two meanings in this context.
Well,
Hey!
And Zed, thank you for the $1. The only thing this hoe has been influencing is our collective IQ steadily declining listening to her dumb fuckery. Yeah, it's, I mean, this is just it. The article was not written by her. It was written by Harriet Orell, and sought out this person who promotes themselves. Like, I mean, look at this studio picture with the nice lighting and the perfect makeup and the blah, blah, blah. This just, I fucking get just angry just looking at this. Hold on here for a second. I'm looking for something.
Looking for something. Drunkle, he's looking for something.
Okay, right.
Uh-huh.
You say the only way to do it is just go bareback. Well, speaking of bareback, what is fluid bonding? Experts warn about the latest of dating buzzwords. It just means going bareback.
I read this whole article.
So did I. Yeah.
And it's just sex.
Yeah. It's just gobbledygook that, like, oh, here's a new word for it. Listen, Dr. Elizabeth Bosky says it's important to know that fluid bonding can put partners at risk of STDs. That's right. If you don't use a condom or other means of, like, protection in that
And
regard,
then put it in a jar and put it on your head.
yeah, just if you contact bodily fluids with each other, you're banging uglies and there's fluids being exchanged. Guess what? STDs are possible. Well, thank you, Dr. Boskley. I wouldn't have known because this new word fluid bonding totally threw me.
Man, I gotta tell you, if, God forbid, Shelly and I ever break up, if whatever girl I date next, it is a prerequisite that they have an IUD.
I mean, every time I fucking broke up with someone, end up with someone afterwards, I would always get an STD check, regardless how long I was with that person. I mean, I know what fucking IUD is a different thing, but I'm just saying, like, when it comes to fluid bonding, you got personal responsibility, haven't you?
True.
Yeah.
Here's a appalling moment. Cosmetic surgeons dance and sing to Dolly Parton songs while thrusting steel tubes into an unconscious patient while in the theater.
Whoa!
Yeah.
We're in a theater? What show were we at?
An operating theater, man.
Oh.
So here he is doing his thing while dancing around to this unconscious man and just thrusting the steel tube in a way that other cosmetic surgeons and during this liposuction said is just
It's
off.
X-Files, dude. X-Files.
At least it was a tube.
Yeah, no shit, right? I remember that episode. Yeah, where he stabbed the
episode
guy
of
to death
X-Files where
internally. Yeah.
Yep, during the liposuction.
Gwyneth Paltrow blushes during very explicit sex talk with Jada Pinkett Smith as they use a vulva puppet and sensation
Oh,
play
right.
items.
Travis Gardner for 3.
What
So
the-
ask her for a blowjob. No need to use a condom, and she can't say dumb shit. If I had a chance to bang that broad, I would let her say whatever dumb shit she had in mind and just be like,
I'm happy to come in her jar.
Like, can we just skip a step and you jerk me off right into the...
Yeah. Let's skip dinner. Get right down to the jar.
Okay, so this guy has 5 million followers on TikTok and 300,000 on Instagram. Dr. Lanzer.
And he thought he'd get away with it.
Yeah, and here's the gentleman right here, and he live streams this fucking session where he's like dancing around to Dolly Parton, playing and singing along, and not really paying attention until like other doctors were like, "Jesus Christ, man, what you're doing is incredibly unsafe. What the fuck is wrong with you?" And it's
Did it say what Dolly Parton song it was?
Jolene.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I would have thought 9 to 5. That's got more of a fucking rhythm to it.
Yeah. Cryptic, thank you for the
Polly,
5.
you want something that'll make your day less surly?
Maybe.
Right. Check out that tweet I sent you at your leisure. Don't open it up on stream.
Okay. Cryptic, thank you for the $5. Well,
Jesus.
if you could be gender fluid, you can exchange fluids too. I see what you did there.
I swear that was one of my and remembers at the end of a video. I swear. I don't remember
How
all
could
of
you-
them. I remember some of them. Go on, make a quip about me not making videos.
I don't need to. You kind of.
Yeah, all right. The point was still driven home.
So anyway, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
This
It's you.
article's
It's
name.
YouTube.
This article's name changed, and it pisses me off. I wish I had captured the original. Priti Patel pressed to explain award of spy agency's cloud contract to Amazon. Yes, the U.S. before it did not read that way. It read as GCHQ, MI5, and MI6 have now contracted Amazon Web Services to cloud host all of their data.
Well, that's just far too much power in one company.
You think? It's like...
Your shit's going to end up being held hostage there, even if you are in a building which is clearly a landed UFO.
Oh, right. It's like raising sovereignty concerns. Gee, do you fucking think? And let me tell you something. Like, as Henry,
is a fucking idiot.
as Henry Kissinger said back in the day, there's no such thing as a friendly spy agency. There's only spy agencies of friendly countries.
True.
Okay, now this is what I mean. So Amazon Web Services, an American company, is going to be in charge of all of the information that GCHQ, MI5, and MI6 have. For those of you who don't know, GCHQ is General Communication Headquarters. They're the NSA of British intelligence. Okay, so
They're wildly inept.
well, yeah, and wildly intrusive into your privacy also. And then
They're just not very good at it. I'm not worried.
and then MI5 domestic intelligence, MI6 foreign intelligence. That's a broad stroke, but that's just who they're talking about. The point being, are you fucking serious? This is what the fuck? What the fuck? And she's like, Priti Patel is under pressure to disclose whether the UK's most sensitive national security secrets could be at risk. Gee, do you think they might be? Labor is demanding that the Home Secretary explain why the GCHQ, and MI5, and MI6 will use a high security system provided by a U.S. based firm, and it's like it's not just that. It's not just
US based firm.
Yeah, it's not just that it's a U.S. based
a
firm.
shopping website, pretty.
Because I'm telling you right now, if I worked in the USIC, would I attempt to access their shit because it's U.S.-based firm, and then all of the fiber optics and the server farms and et cetera, are all located domestically? Fuck yes, I would, because there's no such thing as a friendly intelligence service. The fuck, of course, it's their entire job to get as much information as possible.
Tel is fucking retarded.
This is.
She really is.
I'm not one to run off with giant corporations are taking over the world, but giant corporations are taking over the fucking world. This is not good.
And indeed they are.
We
just had the article the other day about putting Facebook and Amazon on the fucking UN.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's some good news in case you're angry at alphabet agencies. Yeah, they do run.
Am I ever not?
Well, they do run some good capers every now and then. Like this one. Iran says cyber attack closes gas stations across the country. Did you know that Iran's gas stations, and I mean right across the country, are all locked?
I did not know that.
Bubble. Coulter Krill, thank you for
I mean, America went there for weapons of mass
Yeah, I wasn't in the
destruction,
middle of a
but found
sentence. It's
oil
fine.
in
No,
it.
it's fine. Yeah, no, keep talking. It's fine. I wasn't in the middle.
All right,
yeah.
all right.
Every time, dude.
Really?
He's Sterling.
Coulter Krill, thank you for the $2. The CIA has been contracting out to Amazon for cloud hosting for years. They have for limited things. You're not wrong, and that in and of itself is of question. For their admin stuff, yes. For their data vault stuff, no. But that's what those three British intelligence services are doing for all of their data dump secure service and data vaults. That's who they're contracted for that. Amazon Web Services for communication and admin stuff. That's one thing. I don't even like that, but still. But you're not wrong, Coulter Krill. Like I'm not so much worried about Amazon Web Services and the relation to the USIC. I'm more worried about Google's and the amount of contracts that they have with Google to fulfill certain things in terms of
every single country.
In terms of data management. That's bothersome. That to me is worse than AWS and what they're doing with the intelligence community in the United States. Drunken Crow, thank you for the $2. I met a girl at a bar. She asked me what I had planned for the rest of the day. I said I was going to get a new pair of glasses with a friend of mine. And then she asked, and after that? I responded, and after that, we'll see.
Black Dragon threw $1 saying, speaking of weird sex shit, not long ago there was an ad on YouTube called Bonk for Britain. There aren't current condoms made to be biodegradable. That last bit I don't know about, but I recall Bonk for Britain.
I seem to remember, what are they called? Lambskin or something like that?
That's going way back though, isn't it? Like,
yeah, like 1930s when they were like.
Yeah, a little bit further back than that.
Really?
I'm relatively sure they still exist now and can be bought.
I just wanted Surly Otter face to be on screen while I'm doing this here, so I just kind of slid it over. Iran says cyber attack closes gas stations across the country. That's right. All of their pumps, all of their credit card and debit card, whatever, cash transaction machines, everything shut down. They can't even accept new gasoline because of the digital systems to lock and unlock the underground tanks and then track how much gas is being put in and the level of gasoline in those tanks, all because of an unknown cyber attack that nobody has claimed responsibility for. As somebody who studies this stuff for a living, you know what that means? The United States or Israel. Because they're a bunch of Afghani jihadis living in the 7th century in caves didn't do that cyber attack. You know what I mean? They didn't. That was Israel or the United States, or probably the United States. So, good on you, alphabet agencies. Fuck you, Iran. I love the idea of Iran being fucked without gas because of a cyber attack that they can't explain nor fix. That's hilarious to me. But you got to get it where you can. I mean, shit.
I'm not exactly fucked over.
No, I'm not either. This is Associated Press, right? And I'm just, last night I was looking at this and you get like trending news, coronavirus pandemic, prop gun shooting. Wait, hold on, wait, what?
Wait, what?
Prop gun
Alec
shooting?
Baldwin, right.
You're right, Alec Baldwin.
Right.
So it's Alec Baldwin shooting, tragedy on set, whatever. Prop gun shooting? A prop gun was shot? Like, Jesus, the AP is like spinning it when no story is known. And I'm not trying to say that, Baldwin's responsible. Blah, blah. I'm not even making any comment about that. I'm making a comment about how they are spinning it. It's just...
Yeah, well, clicks, isn't it?
What? No, because it would have been more clicks if they had put Alec Baldwin's name in it.
Oh, no, yeah, you got a point, yeah. Unless you look at that and go, oh, maybe there's been another one.
People are shooting prop guns all over the place. It got it right in the chassis.
Prop guns. Right? I hit him in the grip. I just gave a quick shout out to Push Button in the chat who said the Welsh invented the first condom. Of course, the English refined the design by removing the intestine from the sheep. Fucking fantastic work, mate.
All right, here's a story for laughs.
The Welsh fuck sheep.
We're gonna hope my channel stays up, but it's worth it. Here we go. New Jersey school district suspends assistant teacher who allegedly told a student we don't negotiate with terrorists. Now, how did this happen, you might ask? Well, as having served as a teaching assistant over many years and fully on taught classes, I would not have the balls to do what this guy did. But it's fucking, was that a Ricky Spanish? Oh, that was Sinatra sniffing. It's really cool. It's really it was really quiet because you hear Ricky Spanish. You know what I mean? So I just...
Oh, dude, mate, we were playing Phasmophobia on Monday and people kept doing it in the Ricky Spanish because it whispers. Kept freaking me out.
Okay, so Mohammed Zubi, a senior at this Memorial High School, said the class was working on a project last Wednesday and he raised his hand to ask if students could have more time to finish the assignment. The assistant teacher allegedly responded by saying, "We don't negotiate with terrorists."
That's ballsy. That is brazen as fuck, that is, isn't it? That's bold. That is bold.
Now, there's allegedly, and do I even believe this Mohammed Zubi kid? I don't know, because when you scroll down the article, you get CARE involved, the Council on American and Islamic Relations.
Yeah, weren't they the same ones that defended the Clock Boy?
Yes, absolutely they were, because that's their job, and their money is funneled in from Middle Eastern oil to just promote. And I love this statement. This type of incentive...
Oh, the clock bomb. Right, that was the one where they were like, he's got a bomb, right?
Yeah, it's like, no, he built the clock himself. No, he took apart an existing clock and shoved it in a shitty briefcase. What are you talking about? But,
intentionally trying to get that reaction.
Yeah,
that
but
was a long time ago.
He totally got that Barack Obama backage, though, didn't he?
Oh, did he? Oh,
yeah.
Right, yeah.
Cool clock, kid. You rock.
Yeah.
And okay, look, this is the CARE.
Time to get paid.
This is the CARE executive director, Saladin Muskrat, said, this type of insensitive language by an authority figure is unacceptable because it perpetuates stereotypes of Arabs and Muslims. Do you know who CARE is run by?
Arabs and Muslims?
Well, see, not all Muslims are Arabs. There are also a bunch of Turks and Persians and Indonesians, and the list goes on and on. CARE is an Arab organization, and that's why they say things like that without even thinking about it. Where'd your money come from? Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Arab nations. I'm just pointing out the little accidents these people make when they don't think about what they're saying. It's like all Muslims are Arab.
Yeah.
No, not even close, actually. You just are promoting Arabism and Arabic language and et cetera, and the entire country of Turkey is, they speak Turkish, they don't speak Arab. And in Iran, which is Persian, they are not Arabs and never have been. They're Arabs because they were conquered. The Turks are Arabs because they were conquered. The Egyptians, the Libyans are not Arabs. They're Muslim because they were conquered. What was that about stolen land in America? What?
The whole thing, the premise of the article, that is, what the teacher said to the student, it just smacks of fiction. It reminds me of a British show called Outnumbered. It was about two parents. It was like semi-improvised. The kids were hilarious. But the father, who was a teacher, got in trouble because he was teaching a kid in high school. And he was an Indian kid, but he was fat as fuck. He was always eating food. So he was eating a fucking, some snacks in the class. And he just went, oh, fucking Ramadan should last all year round, shouldn't it? And he got in fucking trouble for that. Oh, I'm laughing my tits. It was fiction. Obviously, it was fiction. But it's fucking funny. You can't deny that.
No.
Stop being so goddamn sensitive. We don't negotiate with terrorists. And obviously, he's not accusing you of being a fucking terrorist. He's being flippant.
Yeah, and
You're telling me students aren't flippant all the time, but fucking teachers must be 24/7, stiff upper lip, back straight, old boy?
yes,
Like they've never had a bad day?
no. And if they had, they're just being racist. Kiefer Dan brings up an excellent point. And like I said, I usually don't get political, but Surly Polly today, so I will. There are Arab Christians. Yes, there are, but a hell of a lot less of them than there were 10 years ago. I wonder where they all went. They've been killed or rushed out of the country. And the whole thing about they are the most under threat people in the Middle East, like in Arab countries. Like if you're in Iran and there's Christians there, or you're in Iraq and there's Christians there that have been Christians since like before Christianity was in Europe, there were Christians there, right? Throughout Turkey and etc. And they're constantly being persecuted. Whatever you hear about a church bombing in Egypt, that's a Christian church. It's been there since like the Apostle Paul's day. Yeah, they're just trying to wipe them out because they're just not Muslim. And that was the big thing that came up where Donald Trump said, these are the most at-risk people. If we're going to bring in refugees, why not the most at-risk people? Well, they're Christians and we can't make decisions based upon religious bases. So it's like, oh yeah, well, it's like, that's about practice of free practice of religion under the First Amendment. We can't make decisions to preference one religion over another. But you do that already because under American law, there's a number of places where saying things Islamophobic will get you canceled, will get you in all sorts of hot trouble. That there are special provisions made for hate crimes purveyed against Muslims specifically. Like that will count as a hate crime. So don't tell me that we don't include these things. Why not? We're not saying preference Christianity. It's just they are the most at-risk people of being murdered. Tens of thousands of them every year. Why not let them in as refugees?
Let's be honest here, Polly. The problem with that is because Trump said it.
True. And they don't give a fuck. Like we need to help out the Christians. No, it makes us look more woke if we help out the Muslims. Honestly.
I mean, yeah, 100%, mate. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Kenneth, thank you for the $2. Few remember that Turkey, Syria, Palestine, Egypt, and North Africa was Christian until Muslims conquered them. Yeah, that whole stolen land thing again. But remember, morality only starts after the founding of America. Then you can start judging people for stealing land.
Black Dragon threw $1. Again, thank you very much, dude. Saying condoms are biodegradable. Latex is a material that is found in nature. Latex is made from rubber plants.
Drunken Crow, thank you for
Not real.
Drunken Crow, thank you for the $2. I was at a neighborhood picnic and a gay guy accidentally caught fire. It turned into
Oh.
It turned into an LGBTQ.
I thought it was going to be something about flamers.
Bundles of sticks and whatnot. No,
Right.
yeah. Zed, thank you for the $1. Christian refugees likely won't vote Democrat. That's why. Another reason why, yes. Yeah. It's not good. It's not good. Okay, where were we? Oh, good news.
Oh.
Twitter posts a $537 million net loss over a lawsuit payout. How much was a lawsuit payout, you ask? Why? It was $743 million. Fueled by a more than $800 million settlement. Why aren't you hearing about this?
That's fucking jacket money, that is.
Yeah, I will tell you why. It was a federal lawsuit filed by the shareholders, the bulk shareholders in Twitter, that they were lied to and deceived about the activity of the network and the increase in new users on the network. Now, you guys remember me bitching and complaining. I'm going to do a razor fist, fuck you, I was right, fuck you, I was right thing. Half of the activity on the Twitter network is propagated by bots. We all know this. There's bots fucking everywhere. You get tweets from bots, you get retweets from bots. You go to some people's channels, it's clearly or some people's timeline.
Fucking Westworld out there, mate.
That's what I'm saying. Why don't they get rid of bots when it's so easy to your average Twitter user could determine a bot? They have technical means of determining. There's an auto retweet going on off of this account over and over again. They claim that they won't accept bots on their account. That's bullshit and they know it. Why don't they want to get rid of it? Because half the activity, if not more, on their network would disappear over fucking night. It's a giant artificial house of cards that's made to look like it's all lit up when really there's not much going on. It's like a bunch of fucking timed lights in a house to make it look like people are living there, but really no one's home. Anyway, they all got together and fucking as a class action lawsuit and sued the shit out of them. And rather than have it go fully to court, Twitter was willing to pay out $743 million in a settlement for their fucking losses. So what does Twitter do about it with all of the fucking big money that they get coming in? Why, they pay for other articles to be published by assholes over at The Wrap saying Twitter surpasses 210 million daily users, matches third quarter revenue projections.
Well, this is exactly... I mean, fucking, he comes to these corporations, there's not actually any fucking real... And this is meant to be punishment, but it's not. It's just a fucking fine. And to these corporations, to the company itself, this is just fucking change to them. Oh, yeah, all right, it's almost $1 billion, but the company itself is worth a lot more than that. They've paid the fine. They're going to carry on what they're fucking doing. And when they get caught again, they'll pay the fine again.
Yes, but... when you have a house of cards economically, bad things can happen. Ponzi schemes fall. Enron was a thing. Merrill Lynch was a thing. You know, AIG Insurance was a thing, and they fell. Why? Because you could only prop up a house of cards artificially for so long. So no, I hear you, Drunko.
There's a lot of cards, man.
Yeah, I hear you. It's frustrating because you think like you didn't really have to go to court all the way. You were willing to pay damn near $1 trillion just to make this all go away, and quietly too, because like who else is reporting on it? And immediately, and immediately they went to their media assets to write up articles like Twitter surpasses 210. What's the first line of the Twitter on Tuesday reported it added 5 million new daily users? Because what was the lawsuit about?
I mean, that's fraud. That's fraud. If you're affecting like the fucking share price, that is fucking fraud.
It is full on.
And also, it's the fact, Polly, that nothing changes afterward. They're gonna still carry on with this. It's just they got caught this time. They're gonna keep doing it.
Of course they are.
If you find them, then they're gonna keep doing it. I mean, what else can you do? You fucking arrest someone? They're just gonna put up a fall guy. We'll pay you 100,000 if you take the rap. So I mean, I'll fucking do that.
Yeah.
What? There's nothing you can do. They're too big. They're not too big to fail, but they're too fucking big to get caught. And these are the guys. These are the arbiters of truth right now, Polly, as well. And you got a load of people going, look, if you get, it's a private company. If you get censored from it, then that's that. You know, that's them. That's their policies. It's not. This is one of the fucking biggest companies in the world. If you're actually getting denied off of that because they say no, we don't like what you're saying, that is censorship. I don't give a shit what anyone says.
Especially,
these guys are the arbiters of truth right now.
And they are, and even decided in.
And look at what they're doing.
And even decided in an American court where it's like, no, the president can't block people. But I thought it was a private company. Why can't he act within the terms of service? Because when a politician has an account, it counts as the public space. And, you know, not Bezos, Jack declaring that it's access to Twitter is a human right. Like, I mean, there is a belief in, I understand your complaints. I get it. But remember, it is not representative of the whole. It is as big as they are and as influential as they are. It is not representative of what people think, because most of the people on there are fucking news entertainers, bots, and people yelling at each other from the fringes.
Well, that's just Twitter, but if you look at social media as a whole as well, Sinatra, do you remember #plague laws? There was during the pandemic. There was certain things which obviously we didn't like, but we deemed were allowed. Because we were in a fucking pandemic. And this is one of them. When you're trapped at home, social media is your only way of talking to your fucking friends and family. If you're banned from it, then that's affecting your mental health and shit like that as well. And I'm not a big fucking proponent. Oh, my mental health. Oh, yeah, shut up, you pussy. But in this case, that generally was what was going on. 2 weeks to flatten the curve. 18 months later, still people hadn't seen their fucking parents and grandparents. The only way you could do it was fucking FaceTiming on fucking Facebook. If you're banned from that because fucking you said something a bit shady about Mark Zuckerberg needing a fucking Norton update, right? And you get banned from, you're fucked. The arbiters of goddamn truth. If you say anything, and the new word right now, Polly, is misinformation. That's the new Nazi. It's the most overused word designed to get you fucking banned from a platform so no one has to fucking think about what you actually say anymore.
And it's more than
I'm done
that,
with ranting.
honestly. They're not just the arbiters of information. They're the arbiters of conversation among the country, among family, and to politicians. Remember if you said that one guy's name, the whistleblower's name, the public whistleblower?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would get just taken down instantly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's restricting information and communication.
Exactly. If you fucking go on YouTube and fucking talk about, you know, the I word, you know, the
Yeah.
right? You start talking about that and you start talking about it in a positive way, even if you fucking dare mention that, hey, there is actually a human version. Done. Misinformation.
Yep.
What misinformation is that? Oh, it
And
doesn't
the worst offender of this, people like Vosh and Hassan, who don't care to actually learn the facts on it, but they just say it to their followers, and their followers go mass report everybody.
They just care about sounding right, about people thinking they are right. It's not misinformation. There needs to be a fucking new word for what's going on right now. It's ain't propaganda, and it sure shame misinformation. Do you know what I mean?
Well, 1984 Orwellian information control. That's not a word, but it's a
bit
good
wordy
phrase.
though, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Moving
I
along
with someone
quickly,
that
let's do
was
some
happy.
rapid fire stories. Man passed out at an idling vehicle, had drugs, counterfeit cash, and a loaded firearm inside. Okay, that's how you don't fall asleep there, Chad. Don't. That's all I got. Like, what the fuck, bro? That's moving
Dean
on.
is falling on hard times.
Florida drug rehab clinic owner charged with selling fentanyl.
Wow.
I don't want to talk.
I mean,
I don't
how
even
often does that happen, though? Do you think? Really?
sold.
Know your customer base.
Yeah, he sold fentanyl right out of the drug rehabilitation center that she ran. She ran just to, and then
These fuckers are coming in. We got to confiscate those drugs, and then as soon as they come out, she sells them right back to them. Fuck it. I'm not even mad.
Agents found evidence that illicit drug use was in the same room where Guiley had held peer-to-peer group therapy sessions. My God, woman. Holy fuck. You got nerve, lady. Okay.
I gotta admire the hustle. I have to admire the hustle.
Okay, and you guys remember this. Now it's everyone's problem.
No.
Yeah, well, you know.
No.
Yes.
I thought it was a one and done.
No, it's some of them are fast. One of them might lead you with nightmares. I'm just pre-warning, trigger warning, whatnot.
Just one. Definitely one of them is going to now.
Yes, at least one. But now it was just my problem because I saw it. But now it's everyone's problem.
Another shark has been discovered.
Let's do it.
Oh.
All right.
This is not good. What do you mean, all right? This is not good.
I'm dealing with several complex emotions right now.
It reminds me of that episode of Adventure Time with the dark-eyed girls.
Oh man, they were fucking freaky.
They start dancing.
Adventure Time got freaky, actually.
Man, okay. I made a couple of Adventure Time donations of the creepier moments for the Sunday stream, and I watched one of them like 8 times, and every time I'm like, oh.
Dude, I cannot watch the latest series. They actually give me like an existential crisis for what happens. Do you know what I mean? Because it's all about the fucking end of the world and shit like that. I don't know. I just can't do it. I'd rather look at this.
It's not just everything that's going on. It's also the colors of like this old picture of something like
drowned out colors.
Yeah,
it's
like
liminal.
The boy thought he was alone in the room and thought that these creatures were imaginary until the camera proved otherwise. You know what I mean? Like
no. No.
It's like
No.
he had been telling his parents for years until they didn't believe him.
Why would you do that? The tell me tubbies. No.
Dead-eyed Teletubbies. All right, moving
You
along.
just made it 300% worse. Do you realize that?
Moving along. Just soak it in.
Then one of them was going to give us nightmares. We're on 2.
It is named Brent.
His name's Brent.
It is the whole face.
Right, what you want to do, right, is get that and you install that over your doorbell. So every time you get like a DoorDash or something, they have to oral bang the guy.
Don't be shy. It's so soft. Like, oh my lord. What is this girl? 9, 10? Jesus.
Yeah, pervert. That's what she fucking is.
And it's
It's the whole face.
yeah, the ages are 14 plus, but it is labeled not a toy. It's not. It's an educational learning aid.
No, it's not.
It was my problem. Now it's everyone's problem. It's just-
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah.
All right, moving along.
2 nightmares to go. Thank you.
Meat clown.
3 nightmares to go. Thank you.
What's that meat?
It's kind of funny.
All right.
Who wants this? Nobody wants this.
No.
That's why there's so much of it just sitting there. Look, it's all wrapped up. Nobody wants cuts off of this.
No, I don't want a clown face for dinner. Mom, I don't want a clown face. Not again. Where's Dad?
Eat your clown, honey. Eat your clown.
Well, when you pan fry the clown and he gets browned a little, I don't know.
A brown
But-
clown?
Yeah. It's,
Oh, now, brown clown.
Dad went out for clown meat 15 years ago.
and I love the colorful font and everything. They're
We've
like
been getting
meat
pieces of them back
clown.
every week.
Oh shit! Look, meat clown's back in stock. Great, you know.
Yeah,
It's-
true.
they're really happy about it.
It's really cheap though. 29 pence for 100 kilograms of clown meat, right? I can only think why it's so cheap, right?
Well, because
Because no fucker wants it.
Made with real clowns.
I was just gonna say made with real clowns. That's why it's so cheap.
Authentic.
Nobody investigates when they go missing. So
What
you know.
really worries me actually is if you see the label on the top, you see Chinese writing.
I
right
do.
there.
Yeah. That's
Yeah. I don't want Chinese clown meat.
wow. Made with
It's
real.
not even clown meat, it's meat clown.
Yeah. So it's made with real Chinese clowns. Okay, got it.
But not real meat.
But not. Moving along. Just soak it in.
Freedom.
Like a porcelain stairway
That
to
was
heaven.
an afterthought.
This.
That's when you got the runs.
I do not run to this toilet. That's not going to end well.
You run away from it. Because that's when like you run into the toilet. Your game of Call of Duty is about to start and you need to get out of the bathroom really quick. That leads straight to your fucking console, that staircase does. That radiator is useless.
It is. Like everything's in the wrong place.
You're
This
gonna
is
bump your leg
entirely
on that and
terrible.
ruin your fucking day.
Is this a bidet next to it or a sink? Or is this the bidet over here?
That's a sink. That's a hole in the floor. Where's the toilet paper?
Where you wash your clown meat.
That's a great
Where's
fucking
the toilet?
question.
Oh my god! That is one of the saddest toilets I've ever seen.
And you know what's really
It's like looking
scary?
at a
There's
skeleton.
only the one light bulb. So when it burns out,
And it's
there-
on the stairs.
and it's on the stairs. So when that light goes out, and it will, you've got
It will.
problems. Like what are
Yeah.
you know?
You're getting attacked by clown meat.
I follow a fantastic Twitter account called Dark Souls Toilets. So everyone should go check that one out.
Wasn't that something me and you did for a little while of like, would you like to poop here? And it was toilets in the most unlikely of places.
Yeah.
Like there was one on like, I swear it was like the fucking Brooklyn Bridge or something like that, just
Yep,
hanging over
yep.
the edge. Like, yeah.
You tell him, Steve
You
Dave.
should bring
Thank you
that
for the,
back. That was good.
You tell him, Steve Dave, thank you for the $1. Don't tell Drunkle about the liquid that squirts out of the meat clown's flour. He'd need to change his name to Shirtless Uncle. Shitless Uncle. Shitless Uncle.
Bring me in. Travis Gardner threw $1 saying, "What's wrong, Brent? You haven't touched your clown."
Yeah. Brent looks like he'd be into it. It is named Brent. I love it so much. It's great.
It looks like it was made out of the rest of Brent's face.
Well, this was the leftovers from the clown meat, right?
It's just a gristle. It's
Yeah.
just the lip gristle.
Yeah, people say that it's all like, assholes and ears that go in hot dogs. No, they leave the faces out for practice lips. It's only the real good stuff that makes it into the meat clown.
Oh no! You guys, someone has sat there. They've hollowed out the mouth bit of the clown and used it for nefarious purposes. You know they have.
Okay, final one. Are you ready? Trigger warning. Here we go.
Dude, I mean, I'm not over that.
Leprosy found in wild chimpanzees for the first time, and it's driven them mad. They are leprosy-ridden clowns that are insane with disease, and oh yeah.
Shit.
They are not.
You say clowns?
They are not happy.
Oh no!
Yeah, they're not chimpanzees rather. So they're missing parts and they're mutated and they're pustules everywhere and like my God.
Is it? Isn't it? This is the beginning of the zombie apocalypse. This is how it starts.
Right. Because they get mad and they break loose and you step out of your front door and this fucking thing's coming at you.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, and I was talking
With your clown meat.
And I was talking to Jacob Jed last night.
Run down the stairs to your toilet.
I was talking to Jacob Jed last night in Discord, and I showed him this picture, and he just kept saying, "Why, Paulie? Why? Why did you, and etc." And I'm like, because, now it's everyone's problem.
Oh, God, I thought we were done with this. No.
Well, I had to see it.
Segment.
Now it's everyone's problem. Now, so
I mean, this is gonna be everyone's problem.
Well, it will be. And he said, "Oh, well, you just need to shoot him." And I was saying, "You can't blast a fucking leprosy-ridden pustule monkey with a shotgun. You're gonna get hit with pus backsplash. It's not good."
Wear some goggles.
I say,
Swimming goggles.
well, my solution is what they did with lepers back in the Roman days. You just send them off somewhere. I'm thinking Australia.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think the monkeys are going to listen, though, to be honest. Are they?
Well, you don't talk them into it. You don't sit down and have a fucking intervention where it's like, okay, look.
No.
Your face is rather puffy and you're missing limbs. Now.
You're ugly.
We don't like you. We want the beautiful monkeys back. I mean, the thing is, if this does pop off into a zombie apocalypse, it's not going to be like the movies, because thankfully in the movies, not like in the movie, everyone knows what to do with zombies.
Hopefully at leprosy-ridden monkeys, someone's looking shots off. Gamer Valine, thank you for the $18. This is the start of 28 Days Later, aka Super Rabies, or called an Insane Clown Posse.
Insane meat clown posse.
I find it funny. Well, it's not funny, actually. It's terrifying that the leprosy has driven them crazy. So if you're walking at the edge of a forest, carry a shotgun because a leprosy-ridden monkey might drop down and he's not looking to have a conversation.
And some swimming goggles. But, I mean, this is what I'm saying.
Take a shotgun and a fucking smock.
Smock gun! Nice! First you shoot yourself, then they say... it's not going to be like in movies, like a fucking. If a zombie apocalypse does kick off, most people aren't going to shoot someone twice in the chest and go, "Why aren't they going down?" Everyone knows what to do with a zombie.
That's the thing I never understood. Was in every zombie apocalypse universe,
no one knows what a zombie is.
Was the concept of zombies never?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but this is the beginning of one of those movies. We're all agreed on that, aren't we?
Yeah, This is how it starts.
Hey, look at that photo.
Yeah. Look at that.
That photo's going to be shown in a movie, right? The first will do a reenactment of it, but then this actual photo will show while the credits are rolling, as it says, based on a true story.
Yeah, look at how his hands all blurred. It's because he's rushing at you with murderous rage.
Yeah, because he's angry.
because he's crazed. Like this is not good.
As angry as a leper.
Yeah.
Not saying, but it will be.
It will be soon enough, and that's when we know the end is not.
We're still alive to use it,
Yeah.
Polly.
All right, titular article. Here we go. Miss France candidates sue pageant for choosing most attractive winner.
Wait, what? What?
It's like, wait, what?
Is this the Metro? This has to be the Metro.
This is the Metro.
It's the Metro!
Didn't we have this Friday?
No.
No, we did not.
No, we did
I
not.
had it pulled up. I must have nixed it, but yeah. I
Three
read
former
this
France
again.
candidates are suing the beauty pageant for allegedly for alleged discrimination. They're suing based on selecting contestants based on their appearance
A beauty pageant.
at a beauty pageant, calling it a vehicle for sexist values. Together, the former contestants, the group is targeting the Miss France company and blah, 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 who produced the show. They argue the companies are breaking French labor law by having discriminatory selection criteria, obliging aspiring beauty queens to be more than 5'5", tall, single, and representative of beauty.
That is fucking fantastic. That is amazing.
The rules say contestants must not have had children and have never been married. Well, yeah, they're supposed to be like young, single, like it's a
Available.
It's a fucking beauty pageant, and like, come on,
Yeah.
I mean, smash or pass. Am I right? Like, Jesus.
Oh my god, mate, it's Miss France. We're all smashing.
Yeah, well, but Ho's mad because it's like,
Yeah.
well, I'm not. Well, she's way prettier than I am, and the organization that's behind it, Osley Femizime, is
Of
dared.
the beauty pageant.
Is Osley Femizime, which is Dare to Be Feminist, the French feminist group. Yeah, French Ho's mad.
Yeah. Ugly French hoes mad.
Yeah, yeah, and here they all are out there marching, fat, rolling, looking for butter.
And the comparison of the photo beneath that.
Yeah, and it's like, do you guys realize? Like, I'm not saying you're going to look like this because there's a lot of like genetic lottery winning going on here, but you don't need to be land-dwelling butter whales either. Like, these ladies like exercise and take care of themselves, and you guys are, carrying placards saying "Love my fat." Like,
Like Lana Kane said, wasn't it? Like, hey, when you look like that, maybe a bitch isn't the best way to go.
Yeah, right.
and you can consider yourself schnoozed.
Dude, I fucking love that. That is the best titular article we've had in a very long time.
I'm glad you enjoyed
That
it.
is fantastic. You got a load of fucking women going out there. It's like, why is it all about a body? You ain't appreciate me from my mind. And compared to the fucking bitches in the beauty pageant, they're like, what? Describe your favorite date. And they're like, June 12th. Oh my god, beauty standards at a fucking beauty pageant. That's just beautiful. That is beautiful. If you could sum up 2021 in a fucking article, that would be it.
Mhm.
Steve Dave for $1. Oh boy, Steve Dave being a fucking nerd. I'll let you know a nerd fact, fucking nerd. In Dead Rising, the civilians know to call them zombies in the very beginning of the game. Here's $1. Use Super Saiyan Meatball. Thanks.
So there it is.
He's asked.
So, since we did start some 40 minutes late, perhaps we should just skip the game for today because we're like actually overtime for our regular time, and I definitely have things I gotta go fucking do. I gotta run out like right now. So why don't we suspend? I actually do have the X-Files trivia up. I haven't selected one yet. That was going to be the game, but we can do that on Friday since you're such a lover of games, Sinatra.
Perfect, because I'll have a Robin studio.
You're gonna have a Robin studio?
Rob, the guy who does the parody songs, Funbox podcast.
Oh, you're gonna
Scooby-Doo
have
movies, and
Rob
that's
in
it.
studio. I was like, okay, I get you. Well, that'll be perfect.
He'll
Is
be
he
sitting right
is he an X-Files fan or what?
I don't know.
All right. Well, it'll be me versus you because
Yeah,
you claim to be some kind of like X-Files fan, and so am I. So we'll see who knows.
Bring it.
Sing it?
Bring it.
Oh yeah. No, we will. But since we ran over time today, and no, I didn't go look at the answers beforehand. I didn't cheat.
All right, so he's definitely gonna cheat.
He's definitely cheated, isn't he? Yeah.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah, you fuckers. You look here. I can prove it. Look, they're all unclicked. I brought up the top 30
On
quizzes
this
for
browser.
Or
Xbox.
they're all clicked so we can't tell the difference.
Oh my god, amazing!
You bastards. I say we just pick one with 10 questions and we go through and see what happens. 15 questions, maybe.
Yeah.
Actually, there's one here. Pick a tough one, not an easy one. You know, there was one on, as I was scrolling down, like on separate episodes particularly, and one on Arcadia. What a great fucking... Do you remember that one? Where Mulder and Scully went undercover in the neighborhood as a married couple?
Oh, with the homeowners association.
Yeah,
that's the whole
exactly.
reason why I will never live in one.
Yeah, that episode
That episode is 100% the reason.
Yeah.
That was a great episode.
It really fucking was. Mulder's got so many hot lines in there. It's like, is this the dolphin-free tuna, honey? Oh, it totally is the dolphin-free tuna. And Mulder's like, yeah, but those dolphins are pretty tasty too. He's just being a dick to be a dick because he doesn't fit in the neighborhood. Starts putting the pink flamingos on the lawn to screw with the homeowners association.
Oh, it's great.
Nice.
Yeah, old X-Files was awesome. Great series.
Arcadia is one of my favorite. The other one is Cher with the kid in the basement and the town wants to kill him.
Oh yeah, yeah. I gotta say, my favorite episodes are the heavy duty lore, the mythology episodes as they call them.
I love the lore episodes
with Krychek and whatnot, and the
fucking Krychek. He turned out to be a good bad guy. Robert Patrick taking over for him. I didn't hate it once I actually gave it a chance.
Yeah, I thought
The
Robert
Smoking
Patrick
Man,
as Doggett
Smoking
was good.
Man was one of my favorite episode. Like, he's my favorite characters.
Yeah, it's too bad they got rid of Deep Throat earlier in the series because he was a great character too. That there were multiple people from the Syndicate that they were dealing with, the well-manicured man, the German industrialist, like, and they all had the strange thing, cigarette smoking man, well-manicured man, like, because they don't know their names. I mean, eventually they found out Smoking Man's name, but what is it? What's Smoking Man's name, Sinatra?
Wasn't he the grandfather in Supernatural? Samuel.
No, that was Skinner.
Ah, okay, right.
That was Skinner.
Come on, Sinatra. There we go. We'll do one question. What is Smoking Man's real name?
Fuck.
His son's name, who joined the FBI, who played him as a young man in Musings of a Cigarette Smoking Man, another great episode.
That was him?
What?
That's when he was a writer, wasn't it?
Yeah. When he's
trying to be a writer?
Yeah, when he's trying to be a writer and telling his life story, or was it all made up? There's no way you can tell. That's what makes it such a great episode, because he's such a liar, right?
I choose to believe that it was real.
You mean you
that
want
it was him? That he personally killed JFK and Martin Luther King just to... Yeah. Fascinating. It's well written.
Yeah.
That episode, so fucking well written. Musings of a Cigarette Smoking Man. But him as a young man was played by the actor that they hired to play his son, Special Agent Spender. So there, you got his last name. What's Smoking Man's full name?
Big.
CGB Spender. It was just initials. CGB Spender.
Oh, yeah.
Scully found it digging through State Department documents. Because that's where they...
Backtracking through $1. Sorry.
I was just about to, because that's where the syndicate started, was under the State Department. But sorry, go on.
Backtracking through $1 saying, guys, have a read into the depiction of zombies in mythology. Mythological zombies cross a couple of cultures. These zombies are resurrected by magical or demonic means. An interesting one, isn't it? Hey, you got, well, I mean, what am I thinking? Like voodoo, fucking zombies and robot, but then of course you got, yeah.
Because
Or was it like
the ones where you take the scopolamine in your hand, you go, and it would turn him into a zombie. Scopolamine, also air sickness motion sickness packets.
no shit?
Yep.
Zombifies you. Interesting. Even with Judaism, though, they have the golem.
That is Judaism.
I said Judaism.
That is what he
You
said.
said. Oh, I thought you said Christian.
No.
Oh, my bad.
I never heard of a Christian zombie. What, besides Jesus?
I have the
But
zombie survival
he's not a zombie. He wasn't back
Max
from the
Brooks.
somewhere on in my house. I have it, and in the
I
back
also
it
have
has a
that
history of zombies.
Yeah, Max Brooks. Yeah, hell of a writer.
World War Z, the original
book? Yeah.
would have been great as a movie. They could have had Brad Pitt doing the
no.
interviewer position.
They never make a good movie out of books. Well, but maybe besides Lord of the Rings, did a good job with that. But when World War Z,
Never
for
seen one.
instance, like that should have been a 3-part movie. You can't sum it all up in one go because then you're looking at it from one person's perspective. That's enough of that, anyway.
All right, well, there we go. Okay, so if we have any quick questions from chat, if not, we will just wrap it on up. In the meantime, while the questions are coming in, Sinatra, what do you got for us?
Got a video going up on the second channel right now. Probably no creepypasta tomorrow, but we'll see.
Okay. And Drunken Uncle, how's that video for your patrons?
It has just been published to Patreons.
Really? Fucking excellent. Nice.
Yeah. Video is all done.
Sweet.
It's gone out to every single patron, $1 or above, whatever you fucking want. And for everyone else, for the general riffraff, it will be released on Friday.
This Friday?
This Friday.
Oh, sweet. Only 2 days away.
It's all done. The video is made. It's just patrons get to see it.
Hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad.
Oh, that was loud as shit.
Yeah, it really was.
Gamer Valine, thank you so much. Just like the serial killer that keeps Economist trophies, those French blobs are pissed they lack intelligence to be functional humans. You should either be super hot or smart to survive. Daddy issues.
What about
True.
zombies?
I think she was talking about the titular article.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a feminist, not zombies. Same thing.
And there it is. All right. So, Drunkle.
What?
Where can they find us next?
We're going to be back on Friday on the Sinatra Says channel, 10:30 p.m. GMT, 5:30 p.m. ST, 4:30 Central. And warning right now, we have 1 week of time difference. Next week, as of Halloween, first week of November, British clocks go back 1 hour.
Okay.
So, AAA meeting on Monday will be at a slightly different time to you Yankee Doodles. But for the rest of the week, I will be joining the rest of the streams at American time.
Oh, apparently Concrete Hades looked it up, and it is Carl Gerhard Bush Spender, apparently. Is CGB Spender. Is what
Oh, you guys did? Yeah, nice. All right. Carl Gundhardt. That's just mean, isn't it?
Yeah,
Just childish.
if you need a good laugh, look up Don Lemon sign. And then hit the image hit the image button.
What am I looking up?
Don Lemon sign. If you don't remember this moment from his past, he had a particular
I forgot.
Yeah, remember that? That shit's
That's
real.
some serious.
I'm not.
That's
I did it, and I what?
Got some
Oh, okay. No, I see it. All right.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Got some serious vibes.
Are so poor and they are so black.
Yay!
Nice. Yay!
Yay!
Perfect way to end it off. And there it is.
Thank you again, Pauline. I appreciate it.
And thank you, everybody who came today. Thank you for hanging out with us. And thank you very much to everybody who donates. It's greatly appreciated. It helps us keep the lights glowing. And we will see you next Friday. And for God's sake, if you go anywhere near a forest that has chimpanzees in it, bring a shotgun and a smock.
Goggles.
And goggles.
Yeah, goggles.
Yeah.
And a sandwich. I'm hungry.
Squeegee
right.
probably wouldn't hurt.
See you later, everybody. Have a good night.